This is WZOB Fort Payne, 100.9 FM and 1250 AM.
All right, it is 11 o'clock. It's Thursday. That means it's time for lunch with Bryan and Steve. Bryan Northcutt, Steve Chambers in studio, Holly Allen here, Cindy Bynum here, Tim Dobson here on WZOB Zelda O'Buttram radio station. Hey, what's up?
I am Tim Dobson.
You're Tim Dobson. Yes, you're listening to WZOB Live. This is 1250 AM, 100.9 FM. You can also listen to us on WZOBradio.com. If you'll click the Listen Live button, you can catch us there. You can also catch us on YouTube, but that's an archive show. Live stream, we're on Facebook. So, hey, Facebook world. Hey, everybody out there watching us live. We're glad that you're here to join us.
We're actually on?
Yes, we're on the air right now, Steve. That's why I'm doing the intro.
We're on Facebook's working and everything.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. How's this thing work?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am. Hold on. There's something.
All right, well, I'm going to keep doing the intro while you figure that out. All right, so we're so glad that you guys have joined us. Took last week off while I was on vacation, so thank you guys for covering for us. We had some of the show playing from the Henniger City Park. If you guys missed that, that was a great time being out at Henniger with all those politicians. That was really, really cool that we got to interview several really high profile.
Attorney General, those two ladies.
Attorney General, the two ladies running for his spot.
And then there's one from Coleman that we didn't get to.
Yeah. Yeah, but she wanted to be on the air. And I said, "You come to Fort Payne, you'll come get on the air." So maybe we'll get. And I think maybe there could be that would be very cool if there was an outside shot of Tommy Tuberville coming up through here and joining us on the program.
That'd be fun.
That would be fantastic. So anyway, we're glad those of you that we got to meet out at Henniger. Very thankful for you. That was a lot of fun, and that show played last week. But we were on vacation last week, and I'm actually having to go right back to the beach with the youth group today, which is why I've got my.
You got to go.
I've got my
That's
beach.
just terrible.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it. So I'm taking the youth group, First Methodist Church, right after the show. We're heading down to Panama City Beach, which is why I've got my beach attire on, ready to go back. And so that'll be this afternoon. So welcome into Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We're glad that you guys have joined us for episode now 20 or 20 is the say in Spanish. So,
is that right?
That's right.
Well.
I remember that from Miss Banks.
Yeah. So no more trouble getting on the air. Fingers crossed. Well, knock on wood. I'm not really
Yes,
superstitious.
so I can't see what our view looks like because you.
Well, I mean,
are you on
I know, right?
So we've got a
Can't
new
see
camera.
it.
So we're getting high tech.
Yeah, so we've actually got. Anyways, it's a lot easier getting on the air. Super excited.
I know. I was
super excited till you walked in this morning.
No.
I was my happy-go, bubbly self.
Oh, it was fantastic.
They were
So
in the Texas death match.
I know
when
it. It was
walked in.
okay.
We'll work it out.
Holly and I love each
Hey,
other. It's
and
all
we
good.
are so used to disagreeing and having those hard conversations. Listen, I served on the praise team with Bryan for
a long time. Several years.
And I said, Bryan, this song is theologically incorrect.
Yeah, I know it. We have
And-
to have. I remember one night. So we're having a disagreement on a song. I believe it was a Zach Williams song. I think it was.
Who is that?
You know, Chainbreaker. that
Oh, I
guy.
hate that song.
I know.
I know. People are going to hate me now. I hate that song.
What do you really think?
For some reason, that's imprinted on my mind.
Yeah.
And so we're having a discussion, and we're going back and forth through the lyrics and things like this. And she goes, "I'm going to have to leave in a minute, or my husband's going to leave me here."
Yeah.
So she walks
tell on
out.
Jamie.
She walks out, and we start picking up stuff. We're breaking down the set for Sunday morning, and she walks back in. Well, guess I'm walking home.
My dad, I just recently told my dad about that, and that don't fly, you know. But you just have to know Jamie. He's like,
Oh, I
I'm
know.
leaving, and if you're not with me,
I
you
know.
can find your own way out.
Jamie's so funny. He's so military. And
Yeah.
he's so military that he would. We would have fun at small groups, so we would all take turns blocking him in.
Yes.
We would park in spaces so that he couldn't leave.
Because at 7:30, it's time to go
At
home.
7:30, it's time to go home, and he would.
Yeah, he kept us, and and even Chad, they did that even when we were a
Yeah.
member of Chad Carroll's, and anyway,
Oh, that's so
Lord love
funny.
my husband.
He
He
is
is a
fantastic.
good man.
I love Jamie.
I do
Jamie
too.
Allen is a fantastic man. It's just so funny to watch his mind operate.
Yeah,
Would you leave Claire? I mean,
Oh, absolutely not.
I wonder what that
Would you leave
says.
Martha? How would that
Oh,
go?
God, no. There's an Everybody Loves Raymond episode when Ray left her.
Is that right?
And that's exactly what would have happened with me, too.
I guess different personality women need different personality
Yes, that's
men,
true.
and
That's true.
I am so headstrong. I need a good man to keep me in line.
So, episode 20, we got in studio today. He's already here. He's an early bird. Todd Simpson's in studio,
Yeah.
running for city council. Excited to have him on the show today. So we'll be talking to him in a little bit, and then later on in the program, we've got Greg Fowler, and we've got a surprise new sponsor that we're going to reveal in a little bit. You guys are not going to want to miss this one. I promise you. This is going to. That's a tease. You need to hang around and watch this thing live.
I'll
Yeah.
handle the disclaimer.
Find out who the new sponsor is.
When we hit that new sponsor, because it's going to segue perfectly to having Todd Simpson on the show. It's going to be so much fun having this conversation. So anyway, what else is going on in the news? So I've got the show set up. And we got NIL starting out here soon. The next couple of weeks, we're going to have to
August 1st.
disclose. August 1st, universities have to disclose what contracts, which is strange because I was reading the terms of it. Anything over $600 you have to disclose. I'm like, what? Do you even have to put that language in there? Like, who's got an NIL deal that's less than $600?
The third string.
Water cooler carrier.
Yeah, that's
So anyway, we got NIL coming up. John MacArthur, famous pastor, passed away this last week, just a few days ago.
Yeah.
Caught pneumonia and passed away. He's one of the last few. Are there any from that old guard?
Yes, John Piper's still around.
Yeah, but he kind of came popular with millennials though. He really wasn't in that category of MacArthur, Chuck Swindoll, Adrian Rogers, Charles Stanley.
That's where
know.
you put. That's where you put MacArthur.
Well, yeah, because that's where those guys became famous on radio preaching.
Oh, that's
You
true.
know, from the late '80s.
I wish I had a voice like Adrian Rogers.
Yeah, he could.
But
No, not me.
it doesn't work out.
Well, it wouldn't.
I
I
put
don't
a
think.
southern twang to it.
Could you
That's
imagine
true.
lunch with Bryan and Adrian? I don't think that would really worked
I was
either.
gonna say, who is she?
But I was talking to my parents about it because we were having the conversation at dinner the other night, and there is not you've got that like R.C. Sproul, the guys that were on the radio, and you had these segments where at 10 a.m. you were going to hear Charles Stanley, and then at 10:30 you were going to hit Chuck Swindoll or Adrian
that-
Rogers and
Moody.
yeah,
radio.
Moody Radio would do that out of Chattanooga,
Yeah.
and but then it's almost like you skipped a whole nother generation, and then you hit all these millennial pastors who are more podcast centered. There's not like a late 50s to late 60s radio preacher that I'm aware of. I mean, John Piper really became popular with millennials back in the early 2000s, the late 90s.
And with some Gen Xers too.
Yeah, and with Gen
He
Xers, but-
became popular with me.
But he really got launched with his sermon on "Don't Waste Your Life" at Passion. So it was to a younger crowd, and they kind of
Yeah.
launched him into that upper tier category. But I don't know anybody that fits into that. You know, between kind of my age and up in there. So anyway, I don't know. It was just an interesting.
I don't know. And he
interesting
was on the
conversation.
television. He was on Larry King a lot, right?
Yeah.
And the famous, Ben Shapiro. I love that interview. Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah,
Did you
So,
ever see that
I
interview?
just listened to Billy Graham channel on Sirius.
yeah. Well, Billy Graham was kind of the front runner of all
Yeah.
that. He kind of set the mark on people being able to do that. And that's really where John MacArthur became famous and became well known and well liked, was from radio. And you just don't see that anymore.
Well
And it-
liked by some.
Yeah, it was interesting. It's just interesting to me that you've kind of gone into the podcast world and now everything is online, and you've got preachers who are not necessarily. I mean, it's just interesting. I don't know how. It's almost like you got fed a John MacArthur and like, this is who we're going to play. So if you don't like him, you don't have to
You
listen to
gotta-
the radio
yeah,
station.
yeah.
But now you got so many choices out there, and it's just kind of muddied the waters. It's funny to just see how I'm just interested in the back behind the camera, behind the mic stuff on things like that. Nothing to do. It's just interesting.
The
to me.
evolution
So,
of-
Anyway, John MacArthur passed away this past week at 83, 86. I don't know. I should know more information than that, but I don't.
Yeah, he was old.
Also, let's see what else we got today. Got NIL deals. I saw a thing of a guy who does online haunted stuff. He's like, he does some weird, he goes and does these little haunted houses or weird haunted things. I've actually got a picture of him on the random stuff.
Random.
His name is Dan Rivera. I just saw an article on this online today. And he went to visit in Pennsylvania at a haunted house.
Is it called Dead?
Annabelle. It's called Annabelle the doll.
There
It's
it
a
is.
Raggedy Ann doll that supposedly is creepy and haunted. It's actually the doll that inspired the movie The Conjuring.
Really? Because I think I might have had that doll.
Oh, really? Yeah, well, it's a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah.
And
Who
so
didn't
it's
have Raggedy
supposedly
Ann?
this haunted doll and all this. Well, he goes and does an episode of his show where he actually picks this thing up and moves it in another basket because they're going to do some work on this thing. And now he's dead. 2 days later, he's dead. Find him in his
that's
hotel
creepy.
room, 54 years old,
The doll
dead as a
killed him.
wedge. And so they're like,
That's terrible.
So I saw that and I thought, man, that's wild stuff. I didn't know that kind of thing existed. That's kind of interesting. You got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, don't do it.
It's not creepy. My mother makes me birthday cakes, or used to, that were Raggedy Ann or Raggedy Andy dolls. That's not creepy.
That didn't creep you out?
No, that doll's not creepy.
Okay.
It killed a man.
Well, this guy's dead and he begs to differ.
Well,
Well, actually, he doesn't beg to differ now because he's dead.
It left a note. It left a note.
Okay, so anyway, those are some things coming on. We've got, we are in the middle right now. I think it's getting close to break, but we're going to keep going.
yeah.
We are in the heat of the mayoral and
Summer.
summer and the city council races. And so Todd Simpson being on, we've got several more coming. My phone's starting to ring a lot. So we've got several candidates coming on over the next couple of weeks, getting ready for the primary. Wow, is that called a primary?
Something like that. Yeah,
the primary
the top
and then the
10.
runoff.
The
Top 10 will come out of that on the 26th, August 26th, and then we'll have a runoff with the other 10. So that'll be interesting to see what our show's like after that first little. What do we do? What are we going to do? Yeah, what are we going to do after that? And so we've got some more information that we'll talk about after this break. We'll come back with a Thrive Outdoor Garden Tip of the Week, but we'll talk a little bit about an event coming up in the next couple of weeks that Steve and I have been approached, and Holly have been approached about, that's coming up right before the primaries. And
I believe 5 days before.
yeah, I think the news is out there. Most of you probably know it. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we come back. Also, we'll have Chris Durr on the line with the Thrive Outdoor Garden Tip of the Week. So let's go ahead and take our first break now, and we'll be right back with more Lunch with Bryan and Steve right after this.
Stop treating your home like a storage bin. Make room for living with Wilson Storage. No matter the need or budget, Wilson Storage has the solution for you. They have gated standard units and climate control units. They have security cameras, alarms on every door, and 24-hour access. You can even rent or pay your bill online. Just go to wilsonstorage.com or call 256-845-1530. Wilson Storage is family owned and been serving our community since 1988. Wilson Storage in Fort Payne.
This is Judge Andrew Hairston, and you're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve on WZOB.
Hello, this is Mike Shirey with the Fort Payne Improvement Authority. Spring is an exciting time of warmer weather and new growth, but it's also a dangerous time. We all remember the tragic storms of April 2011 and lives lost and the scars that remain. We are reminded of the season and how the storms can impact our lives. We would like to take this opportunity to encourage everyone to stay safe and have a safety plan when the storms come. Always remember to stay away from any downed power lines or anything contacting those lines. Never try to move a power line, and do not drive over a downed power line. If your vehicle is in contact with a power line, stay in the vehicle until help arrives. Stay alert and stay safe from your friends at Fort Payne Improvement Authority.
All We are back. Lunch with Bryan and Steve. Bryan Northcutt, Steve Chambers. We're in studio live, episode 20. Guest Todd Simpson is on the show today. We've got a new announcement. We've got a new sponsor that we're going to reveal here when Mr. Simpson's on the show with us. So we got that coming up. Several things on the plate. Got lots of stuff happening. But right now we've got online on the WZOB hotline is Chris Dura with the Thrive Outdoor Garden Tip of the Week. Chris, how you been, brother?
Man, doing great. Trying to survive this summer. How about you guys?
Ooh. It wasn't as bad today for some reason. I was over at the church trying to load a few things, and it was hot. Now, don't get me wrong, but it had just a little bit of break in it, so maybe we'll have some.
Well, it was early morning, right?
I guess maybe that was part of it too. But anyway, so yeah, it's hot.
I'm outside the office talking to you guys now, and you are right. It's partly cloudy, and there's a breeze. So if you get a breeze going, I can tolerate the heat.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah. So I guess landscape's still rocking and rolling, and you still selling?
Rock and rolling. They're still selling. I'm still measuring. So I got properties in every week. At the moment, I'm measuring Orion Amphitheater in Huntsville.
Is that right? Okay. Well,
yes.
Cool. Interesting.
So
Hope you get that
rocking and
contract.
rolling.
Good. Well, what you got for us?
All right, I got for us what I have for you today. I'm kind of going to go over a little bit I may have talked about earlier, but, we're in the heat of the summer, and I'm saying this because I walked out my yard yesterday and noticed the plants are drooping.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about watering. Now, for all the folks that don't know me or my background, my specialty is ornamental landscaping. I'm not you farmers out there, I don't know a lot about vegetables, so your watering is totally different than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the plants you plant around your house, cut or whatever, and that's the things I'm talking about. So when I say watering, I'm talking about those kind of plants. Now, when you water, especially when running through these drought kind of times, you want to water infrequently and deeply, which means if you got an irrigation system or if you got a hose and a sprinkler, you want to water for a long period of time and not every day. So if you did it for 30 minutes, you probably want to extend that to 45 minutes to an hour during these dry times, and then maybe every 3 to 4 days, just water deep. You want to water deep and infrequent.
Okay. So how did we transition from? So when we spoke a month ago, it was rain all the time, and now we've shifted. What's a good rhythm for that water cycle for plants?
Normally, dealing with if somebody has an irrigation system, which means they're going to get water on a routine basis, and a healthy landscape looks good when it's being watered every 3 to 4 days, a good 45 minutes if say someone had an irrigation system. So I've seen that in neighborhoods and things back in Birmingham and up here, those houses that have that, and that's when the plants really get what they need. They're not fighting the hot sun because that can stress out the plant. You've probably seen a lot of sun scorch on your leaves, and it looks like they may be dying, but that's just where it's so hot. The water's evaporating out of the plant faster than they can absorb it throughout the day.
We have a poor man's irrigation system. We have a soaker hose. So for the garden, so would that still be every 3 or 4 days?
It depends on it depends on how much water that soaker hose puts out. I mean, you just have to kind of feel the soil. If you can get your fingers down in there pretty good and it feels moist, with your fingers in it, I would say that's a good way of telling.
A good gauge.
I think they do have moisture gauges that you can put in your ground to see what's going on.
So we were talking about I think it was talking with you about the rain that we were getting back in the spring and how much it was, and then it was really hurting farmers from getting out and planting things. There seems like every time you turn around, the rhythm of rain or not rain is just problematic all the time. It rarely do you hear, we're getting exactly the right amount, and it's in a good rhythm, and everybody should be happy. What is that pretty normal? Is that a normal way of thinking about rain and not rain?
Yeah, just ask the farmers. You trust God to take care of you in those incidents. That's how you put your trust in Him.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something, Steve. You may notice this, or whoever else waters their plants. I notice it when I water my plants with the hose. Yeah, they get the water, but man, when we get a good rain, my plants, it's like somebody just gave them steroids or something.
That's right.
It's unbelievable.
They don't have the chlorine in it.
Fluoride and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
It really is. I've thought about that as well when you try to irrigate your plants or things like that, and then God just goes, all right, watch this. Give me about 15 minutes, and I got you covered. So,
he says, watch this.
I was going to say the other phrase.
He doesn't say hold my beer.
I knew you were going to go there.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Well, he was Methodist, he might.
So we end at 20, right?
Well, guys, it's getting closer. It's getting closer to football season.
Yeah.
Can you smell the pigskin?
That's it, buddy. They're out there practicing with Plainview. Fort Payne and Plainview are practicing right now, doing a little joint practice together. So
it's about to be me, you, Steve, and Holly, right?
That's right, in the press box. So
And Mark. Don't forget Mark.
And Mark. Yeah, don't forget Mark. Mark's probably like, hey, Mark.
Let me see if I can say it right. The statistician.
Nope.
Statistician.
There you go. There you hit it that time.
Just say stat stud.
Stats guy.
Yeah, you ready for another football season?
Yeah, ready for football season. I'm not sure what's going on with my favorite team down there on the plains right
Yeah,
now, but I'm ready for everything else.
Well, they say it's going to turn around August 1st down on the
Yeah,
plains.
they're waiting it out and saying everybody else is cheating. So
Yeah, that's it.
That's high praise from Auburn.
So yeah, are you ready for another season? Caleb ready to go back down? I guess he's probably already practicing now, isn't he?
Caleb goes back. The band goes back August 1st. You know, they were thrilled about that latest release on the EA Sports
that's really
college
cool.
sports game. But yeah, they go back August 1st, and then Auburn starts, I think, the end of August or 1st of September, kind of like high school now.
Okay.
Of course, the wife goes back August 6th here in Fort Payne.
That's
Can you
right.
believe Fort Payne starts August 6th?
Ooh.
We're going to feed her breakfast on the 5th.
Yeah, they'll be at the church. Well, I guess I'm a bus driver, so I'll be there too. So
Are you still going to be able to
Awesome.
drive the bus? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, the
sorry.
teacher
Am
in
I giving
service
it
our
away?
church is hosting.
we're on the air right now, so
I'm sorry.
we haven't talked about that one yet.
Sorry.
Were you guys like me? Didn't we go to school after Labor Day? Didn't
Yes.
we start high
Yes.
school around
Yes.
Labor Day?
You're exactly right.
I remember.
Even me.
So my birthday is August 16th, and I remember never ever getting to do the whole school birthday thing because you were never in school.
In August?
Yeah. It was-
Did y'all go to school through June? I mean, were summers
No,
that
we
long?
still got out at the same time, but we didn't go back.
had longer summers too, and
So
we turned
do they
out
take
okay.
more breaks during the
Yes.
year?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
they've
what
got
it
the
is.
fall
I
break,
think that's
the
smart.
Christmas is a little bit longer.
Yeah. I
Fall break's
like
3
that.
days this year.
Yeah. So it gets spread out in there. So
Yeah.
it's
8
still
weeks
end up
is
doing it.
plenty.
Yeah.
I guess with your guys' show, I got a request. If you could find out from me, maybe some people around the city know. I know the high school is building that new gymnasium. I was kind of wondering, are they going to add any additional parking? Now that they've taken out so much parking.
I'm certain that's part of the plan, and I probably should know that. But I would imagine out on the front, that grassy area where the sign was, will be more parking. I'm certain there's a plan for that, and I know that there's multi phases of this. Did Jet say this on the show?
It's got to be because they haven't taken down the library yet, have they?
I really should know more.
I
about
think there's a multi-deck parking deck that's going to happen right after they dome the stadium.
it'll be they're going to charge parking on that deck.
That's going to be rough this fall with the football games with all that.
Oh my
construction.
goodness! We'll have to have some shuttles or something. I don't know what they're going to do. That'll be interesting.
Get there early.
Yeah, my parents used to park up there by the gym where they could. They're elderly, where they could just walk across the level over the football field.
They'll have to open up the old June Jam place and park out back there.
Well, they might do that.
And they probably.
And
That's a
have a
good
shuttle.
question. I need to ask Mr. Jet.
Like
that.
you
Yeah,
say,
they
have
could-
a shuttle service.
Have a shuttle that runs.
We
everybody
can't
down.
park on the band field, can we?
Yeah, that is so typical of a football person. We'll just park on the band field.
That's a lot of people
Don't
there.
get Mr.
Hey, by
Pass
the way,
started up now.
we need to have Mr. Pass.
That would be
on.
fantastic.
I think
I
that
would
would
love
be
to have
great.
him.
He's great. He is great to work
Listen,
with.
I love
enjoy
what
working
we're
with him.
doing. I love the fact that we're interviewing all these council candidates, but it'd be nice to have a little something else in there every now and then.
Hey,
Just
I think
occasionally.
you should try to get a hold of Mr. Pass right now because they're doing band camp
Yeah,
every
they
day.
are. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, those guys now. Just all due respect, they are out there a lot.
They work hard.
They work hard, and it's real hot. Like they're in the middle of the heat, and they're out there for hours.
I don't see how they can stand. I'm being serious.
Steve's cracking a joke. Watch out.
No, if I'm moving around at football practice or something, I'm better. Just standing there is brutal to me, and it looks like they have to just stand there.
Oh yeah,
a
perfect
lot.
formation.
I don't know. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah. So you're gonna be traveling around this fall too, won't you? You got a lot of Saturdays that you're going to be out and about, Chris.
Yeah, I try to get down to Auburn every once in a while, but that ticket is a little expensive. They don't give them to band parents for free.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Well, good.
So
here's our crew right here. We're ready to rock. Football
ready
Fridays.
To rock. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Mark retired so he could be able to put more time into it.
That's right.
And I know Holly wants me to give a plug. Be listening for the DC Tailgate Show coming up to start it all.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And we got a new camera, too, that she's going to try to use in the booth.
Yeah.
So that'll be
Wait.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Actually, that may not be a great idea with Steve.
Why? I thought it would really, I don't know. I mean, it's just putting it out there.
Be careful when you put Steve on there.
Like Facebooking Live, our pregame show.
That would be fantastic.
I think that would be cool.
That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. Well, Chris, we were looking forward to it.
Steve has the face for radio.
He does.
It's sad but true.
All right, brother. Thank you for the Thrive Outdoor. Thank Lee and everybody there for sponsoring the show. We appreciate you guys and giving us that garden tip of the week. Keeping your plants watered, not every day, but when you do it for a longer period of time. And that's your garden tip of the week. Is that right, Chris? Did I say that right?
That's right.
Stick your finger in the dirt just like the linemen do.
That's it.
All right, brother. Thanks for joining us on Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right. That's Chris Durr with Thrive Outdoor. We want to thank those guys for being sponsors of Lunch with Bryan and Steve. And if you've got any landscape needs, just go check those guys out. They've been here. I mean, he's been doing that 30 years now. I think he started that in 95, didn't he?
Gosh, the year he graduated?
Yes, I believe he did.
He went straight from high school to owning a business.
Pretty close. It wasn't far off. I think it was pretty close.
Well, I'd love to know that story. We ought to get
Lee
Lee in
on
here.
it.
So,
Lee, you want to be on the show? Come on down. So
that'd be great.
It would be a good interview. Yeah. So anyway, that's the Thrive Outdoor Garden Tip of the Week. We're going to go. It's about time to take our commercial break. Can we take our break now, Holly?
Sure, why not?
All right. We're going to come back. We've got Todd Simpson in studio. He's going to join us next, and we'll have some good conversation with him. You're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve on WZOB.
When you need to give something special, visit Tracy's in North Fort Payne. Beautiful floral arrangements, fresh or silk, stylish jewelry, scented candles and pampering products, cuddly stuffed animals, balloons, and candy. Tracy can help you put together the perfect gift and gourmet basket. Potted plants or hanging baskets with fresh spring flowers. At Tracy's, you're sure to find that unique gift that shows just how much you care. Tracy's is located at 2103 Galt Avenue in North Fort Payne. Open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to noon. For every occasion, visit Tracy's full-service florist, personalized printing, and gifts. DeKalb Fix-It Appliance Warehouse is a mouthful, so Terry and Bobby have decided to drop the fix-it and focus on giving you the best prices on new appliances. Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, Amana, LG, Samsung, GE, and more. Up to 75% off retail price on new scratched and dent appliances. And as your Electrolux and Frigidaire dealer, DeKalb Appliance Warehouse is passing on more savings to you with even more new in-box selections. Need a refrigerator? Come in today and shop our overstocked warehouse. You will not get a better deal anywhere. We guarantee to match or beat any price. In-house service available to all as well. Used appliances will now be available at our previous location on Godfrey Avenue, along with the same computer sales and repairs our customers have come to enjoy. The DeKalb Appliance Warehouse is open weekdays 9 to 5, Wednesdays and Saturdays 9 to 2, located on Airport Road in Fort Payne.
Hi, everybody. This is Greg Fowler. I work with the group Alabama, the Alabama Band Fan Club and Museum, and you are having lunch with Bryan and Steve on WZOB. All right. That was painless.
Stop Stop treating your home like a storage bin. Make room for living with Wilson Storage. No matter the need or budget, Wilson Storage has the solution for you. They have gated standard units and climate control units. They have security cameras, alarms on every door, and 24-hour access. You can even rent or pay your bill online. Just go to wilsonstorage.com or call 256-845-1530. Wilson Storage is family owned and been serving our community since 1988. Wilson Storage in Fort Payne.
We're back, Lunch with Bryan and Steve, WZOB 100.9 The Z, Zelda O. Buttram Radio. We've got in studio, this is a high watermark, Steve. It's a high watermark today because in studio right now with us is the one, the only Todd Simpson. Todd, how are you doing, brother?
Very well. Very well. Thank you for the introduction.
Are you related to OJ?
Yes.
Okay, I was just
first
wondering.
cousin.
I was going to ask Homer.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I hear more. Homer.
Hold on, Todd. Hold on, Todd. I ain't
Hold
got
on,
you
Todd.
plugged in.
Todd's not plugged in.
There you go.
it's
Now let's
endearing.
start over.
So, all right, here we go.
There you go.
We're back, Lunch with Bryan and Steve at WZOB, Zelda O. Buttram Radio, 100.9 The Z. In studio, the high watermark, Steve. We've got in studio today Todd Simpson. Todd, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. It's good to be here.
Is he, can I
Can you
hear
hear
him
him, Holly?
still? I don't know.
Can you hear him?
Say something, Todd.
Testing.
Is he? Can you hear him, Cindy?
Gosh almighty knows.
Keep talking. Y'all just keep
talking.
going. I'll
We'll
work
keep
it
talking. We're
through.
gonna keep having a conversation.
Yeah.
You got Jack's microphone, apparently.
No, I think yeah.
So,
Good point.
All right. Well, at least it's not the Chris Elmore interview, so that's
No, I think we're on. I think we're good.
You think?
I'm waiting on Cindy. She's not paying attention. Yes, she's giving me a thumbs up. Go ahead.
okay. All right. So now
you'll never come back.
we are
will you?
so stinking professional.
You got to
we
lean
got-
into the microphone,
we-
Todd.
yes. By the way, you got to lean into the microphone.
Yeah, she turned it on today.
Now that you're plugged in. Sorry.
So I was digging around, and Holly, if you look at the random stuff on the online there, and look at the one that says Bryan, and I found my yearbook, my senior yearbook.
Oh, boy.
Just
I found
Bryan.
this picture.
Just says Bryan.
Yeah.
Is this class of 95?
Bryan and-
This is 91.
Is this Bryan and Steve?
No,
No.
just say Bryan.
I'm looking.
Should be
Bryan,
Yeah. Oh,
this
Nope,
one?
Nope, not that one.
Oh, this one. Okay,
There we
there you
go.
go.
So here's my senior year.
Nice.
All right. So then I flipped a few pages over,
Okay.
and I see a picture on there. Can you find it?
Well, I don't know. What am I looking for?
Look at the other pictures.
I can't see
Todd.
them.
I'm guessing it's
Oh,
Todd.
is it Todd? Oh, okay, I see.
And there's this guy.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay, wait. Let me zoom in. Hold on. I gotta
Holly wouldn't
zoom.
talk to me.
There you go. That is not
Look at that
true.
guy. Look
That
at
is
them.
so not
You
true.
had game, I can
Look
tell.
at them glasses,
I
buddy.
know.
I'm gonna tell you what. That guy right there, he had to just fight the girls off.
Oh, it was.
Y'all,
I
that-
couldn't lie to you. I couldn't lie. Amy felt sorry for me. She finally
You
started
should have gone to
dating me.
Anniston then.
Amy finally started dating me after high school. So
Okay.
she had to get on to Northeast before she'd, we did.
Are y'all the same grade?
She's 93.
93. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
And Clint and Holly and I were 94.
That's right.
Yeah.
Clint and Alicia. So, and I got Holly in there too, because she's right. So there's
Yeah, and
there's
Alicia.
you and Holly, because Simpson and Sims. So right
Oh,
down
gosh,
here is
am
Holly.
I?
Yes, let's see that.
So here we go.
Okay.
And there's
They're
Holly.
me.
Oh, that's it.
Yep, that's me.
So
See, Holly.
Cindy,
hasn't-
I'd have thought I should have gotten you in there too.
Holly hasn't aged.
Oh, that's so sweet. I've just gotten whiter.
No.
So anyway, I found that was my senior yearbook. Y'all were in ninth grade when I was a senior, but
Yeah.
You don't look mad in that picture.
Mad.
there was no Facebook back then, so
Yeah.
she didn't have to try to get us on the air.
Yeah, I was happy-go-lucky.
Well, so we're so excited to have you in the studio with us, and man, I'll tell you what. So here's a question: Would you rather? You got your three choices. You can walk from the south end of town to the north end of town at 2:00 in the afternoon in the middle of the summer.
Yep.
You can run a VBS for a children's ministry, or you can run for the city council of Fort Payne. Which one of the three are you going to choose?
Oh, wow. Wow. Let's go A or B first.
So I keep asking the question: what's wrong with you?
I know. I mean, it's been an experience, but I'm learning, and I'm thankful to be here today. Steve,
Yeah.
I got to tell you. Okay, so you've heard the 3-strike thing, right? So I've been wanting to get on this radio show, And, I'm like, Brian, how do I get on the show? Part of this is true, and part of it, a little bit, whatever. So I'm thinking,
we never exaggerate.
No, this might be a little exaggerated, but most of it's true. So I'm in the gas business 20 years, right? And so I finally was able to walk away from that last October just to focus on my property business. Because you alluded to that in the advertisement. Who else does property?
Go.
So,
That's right.
So I'm trying to get my way in. So then December 1st, I'm getting on a school bus.
There you go.
And I'm thankful to be in our city system driving a school bus.
You do know you have to go to First Methodist Church to drive a school
Well,
bus.
I learned that. Jeff's recruited me a little bit.
And Hank.
So,
yeah.
But
we
that's
were glad
two
to have you.
strikes. I still hadn't got on the radio show. So I'm like, what is it going to take to get on the radio show? I'm like, Hannah, you got to help me. So my oldest kid, Hannah, so I said, you got to go marry an Auburn kicker.
There you go.
And that finally got me on, right? That finally, so 3 strikes. So it finally
There
got
you
me
go.
on.
You finally just had to figure out the right.
Well, that's a little extreme, but okay.
That's good.
So no, a lot of people may not know this. So your daughter married Alex McPherson, and so that was just like a month
June
ago.
21st, yeah.
Okay, so it's
fresh.
Yeah, real
Is that
quick.
Alex still on the mend, still doing better?
He's doing well. Yes, he's kicking right now and just, gaining strength and, trying to get back.
I saw the pictures. That was at a beach. Where were y'all?
We were at Caroline Beach,
Where's
so just north of Panama City.
Okay.
Private beach, south of 30A and north of Panama City.
Okay,
Nice
so
place.
That was a pretty cool experience.
Yeah.
But in June,
June 21st. Yeah.
That's where all the rich folks go.
No. She had a budget.
You can't hide money.
They don't. Yeah, they don't let me drive by there. I have to go take some kind of toll for poor people.
Well, I had to do the letter A. I had to walk to here because I'm out of money now.
That's
I'm
right.
broke.
That's true.
I'm
That's
broke.
true. It is. So yeah, I got one of those. Have you just got one daughter?
I got one dog.
One
Well,
dog.
now we've got Lily.
Yeah, you got
She's
right.
4.
So you have another one.
And
off
then
in the
Micah's
distance.
23.
Okay.
So got 3.
So tell us about how you decided to do this, and you said I'm looking at the city council, and
Yeah.
What bet did you lose?
Yeah. What bet did I lose? So not a politician. I'll start with that.
Well,
of
that's
course.
going to help.
well, you got the
Yeah.
hair for it. I mean,
Oh
it's
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. Thank you. Not a politician.
You need the muttons though from the CAC
Yes,
play.
yes.
That
I
would
need
be-
to pull
You
that
got
back
the
out.
Desi Arnaz Jr. thing going there.
Oh, I know.
That's a little before your time.
Yeah, no, I remember.
Yeah.
And but I got to walk away from the gas business in October of 24. So this is after 20 years, and opened the door for me to go into the property full time. Well, it also freed up some time for something else.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was. So as I got to looking into the the city politics, municipal government, this had been around February. So I didn't declare until like early May, but I started going to council meetings, and I'm like, so not really big into politics, but I love business.
Yeah.
Business is my passion.
Yeah.
And started just looking at it from a business set of lens. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I think, and from that first council meeting I went to, I left with this stirring. That's what I described to Amy is just, there's a stirring. I don't know what it is, but I said there's a stirring.
So it's a John Wesley thing you got.
Yeah. So
That's
I
a
didn't.
Methodist
he's-
thing.
I'm
there.
sorry,
He's going
I
to
don't
keep
know
pushing.
Methodist.
He's going to keep.
The next thing he's going to ask for is a city, movie theater. We got a city pool.
Right. So anyway, I just went with that stirring and followed, and here I am. Because I thought at the end of the day, I thought maybe with my business background and the history I've had with that and the degree and everything, and just spending time in corporate business, family-owned business like Westmoreland Tire, Builder Supply, and then going to MAPCO, publicly traded company, working there for 12 years, and then Jad Energy. Just all that
A lot of different-
experience. Yeah. I thought I could make a difference.
Yeah.
And that's
What
where
did
I'm
Amy
at.
say?
Amy, she's and she's probably listening.
Amy,
So-
what you want to do?
Amy, like, are you sure about this?
What are you thinking?
Yeah, are you
Yeah,
sure
that's-
about this? Because Amy, Holly knows. Amy's the smart one out of the both of us, and she's like, she was the analytical. Chris Patty,
Yeah, I knew
her
Chris.
older
I played
brother.
ball with Chris.
So very smart people, and she's like, are you weighing everything? So I'm like, yeah. I'm kind of fly by the seat of my pants.
That's always fascinating to me is to watch, like when we're on the street at Third Saturday, or when we see the person running and then their spouse. And I was watching Pam Davis down at Third Saturday, and you can just see
She ran a 4.340 getting around us.
Oh wow.
you just see the go, oh gosh, and I understand that because it is a lot of just talking, and
It is.
people want to talk about everything. And
It is.
I would love to know. You got a percentage on how many conversations or stuff you go, I'm not pretty sure that I can't do anything about what you just asked me.
Exactly. A lot of this stuff that is really private-owned businesses need to do. But,
Yeah.
I didn't talk in high school. Holly knows that.
I was
So
about to say.
I was pretty shy in high school,
Yeah.
so I bottled it all up.
Are you really an extrovert?
I'm an extrovert now.
Wow.
You are.
So,
Now,
yeah.
you will talk.
I will, and I
see you at the
have,
bus
I have no
lot.
other skill except run my mouth.
Is that
So
right?
I
This is
bottled it
perfect
all
for lunch
up.
with Bryan and
I
Steve.
know.
That's what we do.
So you're going into radio.
So yeah, after I got out of high school, went into sales, and I've just been doing that all
Isn't
my
that
life.
something how God works things out?
It is.
And
it
he
is.
Just, he maps
and then
the plan.
Amy was a school teacher 17 years. She talked every day, a lot of kids, and then went into children's ministry and then music.
She is a high quality children's minister.
Appreciate that.
Our kids
Yeah.
have done some things with.
Yes.
With,
So you outkicked your coverage. Is that
I
what we're getting
very
at?
outkicked my coverage.
And
Yes,
I didn't even
absolutely.
realize who she was. We were, when y'all were at First Baptist, we would go to a Bible
Mm-hmm.
school or something like that, and it was Miss Amy, and
Putting two and two
I didn't
together.
know, Simpson. I knew you, and I was like, okay, and then it was, I'm Amy Patty. Oh,
Yeah.
I know
Yes.
who you are.
Yeah.
I went to high school with you.
Yeah, and I was talking to Tim on his way out a while ago, and he's like, because my father-in-law, Terry Patty, who passed in 2011,
Yeah.
he was here for years. So
Is
he
that
actually
right?
That conversation.
So this
Here
was
at the
cool.
studio?
So-
At the studio.
Okay.
So, and I didn't know this. He hired Tim in 1975.
Did he really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
and then
just
they
talked about the 50th anniversary. Was it you? Said
50th
Yeah,
anniversary.
50th anniversary.
that Tim was
Yes.
here 50
No,
years
hired
ago.
him.
75.
Yeah, the station's 75th, but Tim
Yeah.
started 50 years ago.
That's
Tim-
right.
Tim
Yes.
wasn't out
Yeah.
of high school then.
No, he was like 16, and
Yeah.
Terry hired him.
That's
So,
funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And then
great.
Terry ended up, he went to FP, whatever the other ones were. and-
The one that got shut down in the middle of a broadcast on the mountain.
WFPA.
Yes, WFTA.
Yeah, talk
Yes.
radio.
Yes. So that's it. Because Amy said her and Ashley, so Terry drove the radio van for a
did
while. Yeah, he had the radio back
Yeah,
when
I
that was a
remember- I
remote
remember
thing.
that. I
You did
lived- I grew-
remotes. And Amy said her and Ashley would be dropped off at school in the radio van.
Oh,
that's
And so
fantastic.
as they got closer to the school, they ducked lower and lower into
That's
the
so funny. It doesn't even matter, does it? I
know.
mean,
I know.
I was just thinking, I got dropped off in the tin can. So my dad always drove the worst vehicle, and that's
yeah.
exactly what we would do
Yeah,
down
you
in the
duck further.
seats.
So Holly knows.
Yeah,
so you duck
absolutely.
further
I
and
drove a
further.
73 Maverick, but it was 1974.
Yes.
If I know.
Yeah, so that was new.
Well, good. Well, that, so you guys just married off your daughter. That's the first wedding in the family. Or
First wedding in the family.
Okay.
Yeah, July 26th. Amy and I will be married 28 years, and Hannah's 24 and just got married. So first one married off, and then
Wow.
Micah's on the mission field. He's in Thailand.
Is that right? With
Yes,
who?
With the
Southern
International Mission Board.
IMB. Okay.
IMB. Yeah, and he's doing a 2-year journeyman program. He's there now. So
That's a great program. I've heard a lot
it
of
is.
good things about that. So how long has he been over there?
since last September.
Okay,
So
not
he's
quite
got
a
another year.
Okay.
He came home for the wedding, then he's got to go back. You know,
Okay.
he's back now, and
Yeah.
he'll be there
Well,
another
good.
year.
Good. All right. Well, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll come back with more with Todd Simpson. Right after this, you're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve.
My Supply is my hometown hardware store. At My Supply, I never have to wander aimlessly around the store looking for what I need. I know that when I walk through the door, I'm going to be greeted by a person and helped right away. So whether you're looking for plumbing, electrical, hand or power tools, welding supplies, standard or metric fasteners, or anything else to help with your home projects and repairs, shop My Supply on Godfrey Avenue in Northeast Fort Payne. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. My Supply, your hometown hardware store.
Do you need to declutter? Wish you could free up some valuable space at work or home? Helium Mini Storage has climate control units available, and all their units are gated for maximum protection. You can also store your stuff at home with their Four Seasons or Max Steel storage buildings for sale. Just come by Helium Mini Storage on Galt Avenue in North Fort Payne. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. And while you're there, be sure to check out play sets for the kids. Store your stuff with Helium Mini Storage.
Hi, this is Alabama Speaker of the House, Nathaniel Ledbetter, and you're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve on WZOB.
Ross & Pools is eliminating every reason why you can't have your very own. No cash on hand? There's financing available at Rawson Pools. Ground too rocky? Rawson Pools is installing hybrid above-ground pools with 14-gauge steel panels, making it more durable and cost-effective than your average above-grounder. Check out their Facebook page to see what 30 years of pool installation experience can give you. Call 256-638-5904 to take the plunge. And always visit Rawson Pool and Supply Store in Rainsville for all your pool supply and accessory needs. Rawson Pools, the pool professionals.
All right, we're back. Lunch with Bryan and Steve, 20th episode. We're in studio today with Todd Simpson, candidate for City Council. Excited to have you guys with us. And now is the time in the show where we introduce a new sponsor. So,
wait.
So hold on, don't put it up yet.
Okay.
I'm going to set this thing up. So this is so anybody who has paid attention to politics this election season has been made aware of someone online, and actually came up to us at Henniger, this gentleman, and said, "Listen, I know y'all are talking about me. Just use my name." Well, we're trying to not be, just too much into the middle of all of this right now. And he goes, "Well, I don't care. Put my name up there." I said, "Okay."
You gonna pay for it?
So we're going to put his name up there because he's paying for it. And now we've got a new sponsor, and that is Fort Payne Footwork. So
there you go.
Be a sponsor of the show. And Jack Davidson, who has single-handedly inflamed this political season to the level. And I was thinking, I don't think I've ever seen this. And I'm like, wait a minute. Donald Trump's in the White House. This is nothing compared to what he's done. But it feels very Trump-like.
Do you know when Jack's birthday is?
No.
I don't either, but I'm going to refill his blood pressure medicine, and I'm going to get him on Xanax. and he's going to make nice with Walter and Lynn, and everything's going to be kumbaya.
Oh, well, I had a conversation with Jack the other day when I knew he was going to be a sponsor, and I said, "Listen, if you could... You're making some points, and some of them are probably some fair points, but if you could just dial the rhetoric down." He goes, I know. But
he's just very passionate.
He is extremely passionate.
He wants what's best for Fort Payne.
Yeah. He's extremely passionate about it, so we want to
He needs to let Teresa talk.
You get people. I just think if you get me on a certain subject, I can be exactly like that.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
You can make some good points, Holly. Just tone it down a little bit. Right.
Just don't be so angry.
Angry Calvinist, you.
So anyway, Jack, thank you for sponsoring the show. We're excited. So what do you think about that? How's that been for you?
I mean, just for me, it seems like I'm on the outside of that. I think a lot of that rhetoric has been more against the incumbents, and stuff. So what's happening? So mine will come if I get elected.
Yeah.
Mine will be 3 or 4 years from now.
You'll get fired upon. I don't know about Jack, but somebody will.
Somebody will.
Yeah, everybody's unhappy with somebody about something. So anyway, we want to thank Jack. Thank you for sponsoring the show, Fort Payne Footworks. By the way,
Jill. And Jill, too. His sister. I talk with Jill a lot.
Okay. Jack and Jill.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well,
how about that?
They went up that hill, didn't they? All right.
We went and bought, Isaac bought some shoes there Saturday. Bought some shoes.
Yeah, they've always
Saturday.
got good sales.
Yeah,
and,
they do.
Yeah,
It's a high-quality store.
The Little River hats and tees, you got to go get those.
I saw he posted that they are selling in Auburn now at a store down there. So that's really cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's a famous country music star that wears his hat.
I've got a story.
Go ahead.
This is a great time to tell this story.
Okay.
So, and I need to I wanted to tell Jack in person, but he can listen to it on the radio. So Clint got married back 2 years ago.
I saw that
up in Nashville, and so I'm meeting folks. It's in Nashville, and I have all these friends that I don't know who they are. And this guy comes up, and we're talking. I'm strike up a conversation. I don't even remember what his name was. And I say, I'm from Fort Payne. He goes, "Oh, yeah, Jack Davidson." I said, "Yeah, Jack." I go to,
wow.
How do you know Jack Davidson? "Oh, we do a lot of work with him. He does a lot of donating hats and things like this." And I'm like, "Really? Fort Payne? Jack Davidson with you?" And I see Alicia. She's on the other side of him. She's going,
okay, nobody on the radio can see you.
Yeah, she starts shutting me down. She's like, stop, I'll tell you later, stop. And I'm like, okay, well, it's nice to meet you. And he goes off, and she goes, "You don't know who that was?" I said, "No." She goes, "You know who Walker Hayes is, right?" Yeah. "Oh, yeah.
Was that Walker Hayes?
No, it's the guy that he does the song about, Craig or whatever, the pastor. It was that guy. It was Craig.
Wow.
He does
was-
the song about a Pastor Craig.
No, it's yeah, he actually does. It's what's the guy's name? Craig something. I don't know. He's Pastor Craig. Reached out to Walker Hayes, shared the gospel with him. He became a believer from Craig, who's a pastor in Nashville.
Walker Hayes is a believer.
And they joined in Fort Payne Footworks and Little River Hat Company. Walker Hayes is on Jack's truck.
Yep.
And this guy Craig is real buddy with him, and that was Craig.
Wow.
And so I met
world.
Craig. I didn't even know who he was. I had no clue. I don't even follow country music. I knew the Applebee song. That was about it.
Yeah.
And so then I start Googling it, and they're on the Today Show together. They're on this. And anyway, Craig's wife and Clint's wife are best friends from high school. And so I get to meet Craig, and I didn't even know who it was. So there's your Jack Davidson,
Okay.
Walker Hayes.
Back to Todd.
So anyway, it was a cool story. That's a really good story. I mean, I didn't have any idea. My sister, she's waving me down like, you got to shut up. 'Cause
Why?
I'll tell you who this is later, because I'm ignorant. I'm like, who are, I was this close to going, who are you?
Well, okay, so you don't know who he is. Why was that?
Well,
okay,
it's
anyway.
okay if you don't know.
I know, right?
Evidently, my sister thought it wasn't okay because she was waving me off. Anyway, so there we go. Anyway, so let's get back to your campaign. That was just a side note. We got a whole hour. So, what are your priorities? Let's go there.
Okay.
When you think about this, because I know you're going to have this. You've had to ask this question a bunch of times. What are your main priorities for the city if you were elected?
Main priorities, I've already shared my business vision, basically. Yep. So a lot of mine is based around business. I'm a believer in small business. And I've spotlighted small businesses on Facebook.
I've seen a lot of that.
I did several already, and plan to do plenty more. Because I just happen to know a lot of small business owners in Fort Payne. I think that's valuable. I enjoy the friendships and then what they do. I want to find out what works for them as far as city government. You know, are our ordinances correct, or is there things we can tweak or improve on? And then communication. I want communication to improve with these guys and girls. And so that's important. Also, more development. I want to keep the charm and the smallness of Fort Payne intact because I think that's what everybody's drawn to here, but also be smart about our growth. You know, I'm an industry guy, so rather than continuing to bring in more retail, I'm a proponent for industry. You know, I feel like I come up, all of us did when sock mills were huge in this area. And since NAFTA took that over and took it out of here, basically, I feel like we haven't replaced it. Yeah. You know, we've got Ferguson, we've got some distribution plants, Ferguson, Children's Place, but what else have we done to bring more in here? Because Howell was already here, and they're a great employer of our city. So I want to do that. Maybe with some of the property we have around here, see if we can enhance our industry, invite more to come in, but also mix in some mixed use, recreation. What can we do? Because I hear that a lot.
Recreation. Hey.
Is that the movie theater?
Is that the movie theater?
Well,
No. But I was going to ask you about, the property at the north end of town.
Yes.
Where they started a new
sports complex.
Recreation center, sports complex.
Right.
Some candidates want to, make divide up the plots, you might say, and make subdivisions out of it. And some people want to continue to go ahead and finish it up for what they had started anyway.
Correct.
To be a sports complex. Do you have thoughts? I know you're a real estate guy. So
yeah, I'm a real estate guy. One, I don't think we need to be sitting on property and not doing anything with it. So that's one thing I think I'm for.
So that's a broad category, right?
That's a broad category, but that's just the top level.
Yeah.
We need to do something with the property. We're not a city's not property owners per se.
Yeah.
As far as just sitting on it. So I like that now that Howell was able to get other property, and I'm a big supporter of Howell and what they do and how many people they employ and put money back into people's pockets. But they've got property, and I think they're adjusting to what we're doing now because we kept the sports complex where it's at.
Yeah.
Put the turf in. So now with that other property, what can we do with it? I'm going to look at plans that are already there, like you mentioned, Steve, that had some recreational aspect to it, like amphitheater, because, you agree, Fort Payne is big in music.
Yeah.
Music is a big part of this area.
Yeah.
And you got up and comers like, Penholster. You got
Yeah.
other young ones. You had the group Alabama years ago, and it's just followed all the way through this. So young talent's here. So that, and then we had the walking trails and hiking trails and that. So
Yeah.
develop that, but can it be mixed use? I don't know. Some of this I'm going to learn as well, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm going to learn what that land can be used for, what we can develop. Can you bring in, because 300 acres is a lot of dirt.
That's right.
Can we bring in some industry and then some recreational?
Yeah.
Can we do mixed use?
Yeah.
And I don't know if maybe there were some guidelines when that property was sold it could only be like recreational, like a sports complex. I'm going to learn some of that myself.
Yeah.
So I don't want to misspeak.
Well, you're not going to know everything once you get
Exactly.
in there.
Yeah.
Got to get elected first.
Hey, there we go.
We got 15 strong candidates, so I may end up 13th. So who knows? And I may be going
It
back
seems
to
like
property.
it seems like there's been pretty decent back and forth between candidates, that there's not everybody kind of get along and not really.
I think so, and I've had good conversations. I don't have to mention who, but I've had coffee with a couple of the candidates down at the spot just to learn their vision and see how we could work together, because I believe in any city council, whether it's Fort Payne or wherever you're at, Andalusia or wherever, I think there needs to be some cohesion. You need to work together. You can have differences. Like one of the candidates and I were talking about term limits one day when we had coffee.
That's a big topic.
Term limits.
Yeah.
So I'm in favor of that. I'll go
Yeah.
on record as saying that, because
8
I'm
years or 2 terms.
not like 2 terms.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not in favor of if I were elected. I think all of this needs to be prefaced with if, because it's up to the great citizens of Fort Payne. But if I'm elected, I'm in favor of only being and then reelected 2 terms. I'm
Yeah.
good with that. I'm not in this to be a career politician.
Yeah.
I'm 48 years old, and I just, going back to that vision earlier this year, I just thought I want to see if I can make a difference. Mm-hmm. And I believe I can with my background and my experiences. The guy I was having coffee with mentioned that morning, he said, well, I think I'm good with 3-term limit. And, that was a great conversation to have over coffee. And I'm like, I can get around that.
Yeah. Well, that's a
I can
minor.
get around, because that's 2 versus 3. I said, I could go with your 3, just
Yeah.
as long as I know that there's a limit.
Yeah.
And if we get in and you're not happy with what we're doing, you do have that ability, because citizens have come out and said they're against term limits. You have that ability to not
Yeah.
vote us back in.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
that's
so
one of the things.
what other things have you seen? There's so many hot button issues. City pool, the food city. Any other thoughts on any of those topics? Because people are going to want to know kind of the answers to those and what you see as the city councils. Because it seems like, this is my layman's way of looking at it. I have no idea, because I just have a passing interest in politics. Very heavily involved in recruitment, tax incentives, bringing in industry growth. Let's get this city, I don't want to say as big as we possibly can, but it certainly seems as though let's stack them on top of each other, versus, no, we're pretty good with what we have. We don't need to recruit anybody. If they want to come, they're welcome to come. They got to go through all the other hoops and things like that. We're not going to offer any other incentives. Do you have any kind of specific vision for one way or another, or how you see
Kind of where I
growth?
fall?
Yeah, strategic growth.
Yeah, it is strategic for me. It'll be calculated, as far as there needs to be a lot of research and study on what you bring in.
Yeah.
I'm for growing Fort Payne, but like I said, still keep that small town feel. Not get so big, because you get too big, and I feel like people would be like, I'm ready to go to Valley Head or somewhere smaller.
Yeah.
I like this small town feel, but be smart about it. I'll go on record and say I was against Food City coming
Okay.
in. So something like that,
With the incentives.
with the incentive
not
of paying them $3.1 million.
Yeah.
So in cash. So I would be more for something like an attracting new industry, tax abatements. Something
Okay.
like that. Something where it's not a huge hit right immediately. Because I think our finances are at a point right now that, some things we need a reset. We need a reset. It's
Okay.
kind of where I'm at.
Okay.
Is that clear enough?
Yeah.
I wanted to come on here, like I said, after my third strike. I wanted to come on here, Steve.
You gotta nail it now.
and I wanted to be clear in some of my goals.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't
Sure.
want to come on here and be vague.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because there's sort of a debate if the city's in the red or in the black, and it's sort of semantic.
It's-
It's like you got a
yes.
line of credit, but sometimes you got to spend money to make money. So.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, that is. All right, we're going to take a break. Top of the hour. We're going to come right back. You're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We'll be right back at WZOB.
So long. Cheers. Adios. Bye, Felicia. Don't let the door hit you.
More and more people are saying goodbye to pests with Safe Solutions Plus LLC. And it's no wonder with their top-notch customer service, quality products, and lower prices. And now with their new website, it's never been easier to manage your pest control service with Safe Solutions Plus. Just visit sspestandtermite.com to view your billing details, make payments online, and review past services. Family owned and operated, Safe Solutions Plus is located at 934 Main Street West in Rainsville. Call 256-638-7378. Safe Solutions Plus, protecting homes and businesses one solution at a time.
Okay then. Bye.
Hey, it's Chris Stewart, the voice of the Crimson Tide, and you're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve on WZOB Radio. Roll Tide.
Stop treating your home like a storage bin. Make room for living with Wilson Storage. No matter the need or budget, Wilson Storage has the solution for you. They have gated standard units and climate control units. They have security cameras, alarms on every door, and 24-hour access. You can even rent or pay your bill online. Just go to wilsonstorage.com or call 256-845-1530. Wilson Storage is family owned and been serving our community since 1988. Wilson Storage in Fort Payne.
This is WZOB Fort Payne, 100.9 FM and 1250 AM.
That's with Bryan and Steve. We're continuing the show right now, so you can just join in with us. It's Lunch with Bryan and Steve with Todd Simpson in studio. Top of the hour on our second hour of Lunch with Bryan and Steve. So we're talking basketball, and you had mentioned Chris Stevens in the generator shop downtown, spotlighting him.
One of the businesses on Spotlight.
Yeah, you two played basketball together, so
We
share
did.
that story.
So yes, we were in the year 1994. I was the starting forward. Chris was starting center. And so I did the spotlight, and we're holding palming the basketballs out there, and it looks good, except when you
your
go
record.
back to the record, we were a sparkling 4-22.
You were just laying the foundation for
we
greatness.
were laying a foundation, and I still say to this day, thank goodness for Geraldine. That was, I think, half of our wins.
Wow.
So yeah, it was fun days.
Well, I remember before Coach Rice came in, our sophomore and junior year, I didn't play basketball, but I had friends that did, and I think they had 4 wins in 2 years.
Oh wow!
And then won like 9 our
Yeah.
senior year, and it felt like we won a state championship.
Oh yeah,
It was fantastic.
We were 4-22, and Chris Elmore, head football coach, he was on our team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric Kennedy.
Was he a shooting guard?
Yeah.
He was shooting guard. Jamie McClung.
Cat-like quickness.
Jamie McClung was our point guard.
It's them calves. That's what does it.
Oh yeah. Jamie McClung was our point guard. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Who was the point guard?
Jamie McClung.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he was
That's
our point
so
guard.
funny.
His dad's a really good player.
Oh yes, Randy's solid in basketball.
That's funny. All right, so we've been talking about some different visions for the city and kind of what your priorities are. One of the things that Fort Payne had researched recently in a study is the need for housing here, like to recruit more people to stay here, to live here, that out in the county for whatever reasons, more houses are getting built out there. You got any thoughts on our housing situation?
Yes, and I believe some of the candidates probably are more versed in the housing situation as far as what are the restrictions and the codes.
Yeah.
One in particular who's a contractor, he's more rehearsed, I know, than that. But yes, from the outside looking in, and I do property, and you do property as well, there's a lot more housing going up in Rainsville and up on Sand Mountain, to me, than there is in Fort Payne.
Yeah.
So are there ordinances or are there restrictions, codes, building codes that Fort Payne's trying to adhere to that makes it more restricted?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I want to get in and find out,
Yeah.
because I think we need an environment where contractors can come in or be here already and build more housing,
Yeah.
you know, and develop that, because, you know, time will tell you, 50-year-old house, 60-year-old house, it's going to depreciate and go down in the maintenance and all that, and it's smarter.
Yeah,
to,
speaking of that, there
build
are
new.
a lot of those just sitting around town, and there's a lot of dilapidated
Yes,
buildings.
yes.
And so that's been a kind
That's
of a hot
another
button.
hot topic.
Yeah. So
Yes.
any thoughts on that?
Thoughts, yes, because I believe there's already ordinances in town in place.
Yeah.
I think we need to enforce them.
Yeah.
I think there needs to be better enforcement of some of those codes that are already in place, because stuff doesn't need to be grown up. And you've seen some of our friends post pictures on social media of certain places around town. We need to clean those places up. Enforce what's already in place.
Holly?
I have a question.
Okay.
Is corn being grown in your front yard?
Yes.
Is
And
there,
some businesses downtown, I might add.
I'm just curious if
there an
there's
ordinance against that?
ordinance against that.
If it's good, it's okay.
I'm curious of that myself, because there's a particular spot on Godfrey Avenue that's just right there.
It's corn in their front yard, and I
I
was
love
like,
corn. You know, I grew up on
I
a
do
farm.
too. I do
You know, I grew up in
too.
Lickskillet.
I mean, I'd love to grow
Sweet
some.
home
Hey, we're
Alabama.
going on the record. We love corn.
We do love corn.
Okay.
It's just in the front yard.
It's the front.
Front yard could be an issue.
Easier to pick.
And I wondered
Well,
if
and
there was
there's
an
I
ordinance against that.
understood- I've learned since February, since I put my name in or what the interest, I've learned there's some kind of ordinance out there for the livestock. You know,
Oh, chickens roaming
Chicken.
free.
Yes.
Yeah,
Roaming free.
roaming across the
So-
street free.
And I'll say this. So I know we'll have some good people in that department, and one just recently got put into, who's a good friend of mine, put into the enforcement part. It's going to take time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you really crack down, it's not going to be done overnight. But we can't stop. We can't continue doing the same thing. This is insanity.
Oh, yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
continue doing the same thing over and over, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
You've got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's start. I don't think just go in and make new ordinances as much as it is enforce the ones we've got. Let's do a better job of that.
Is that going to be so? In terms of, there seems to be a lot of public debate or a lot of Facebook posting on certain things like that. Can't that just simply be, all right, yeah, we can deal with that? Or how do we get that on the agenda? Is that a citizen bring that up? Is that a citizen, a council member say, I want to put corn in front yards on the agenda? We're going to deal with that next month.
I mean, it's no
Is that-
skin off my nose.
I
I just
know,
kind
I'm
of
just
was
saying,
driving
but-
by going,
I'll answer
that's
it.
weird.
I'll answer it with this. We'll get away from corn just a second. We'll go from corn. We'll go from corn to dust, particulates. So there's an ordinance in place about the covered trucks, you know, on the south end of town.
Yeah.
The mountain thing. That's a hot topic.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So that's a hot topic.
I've noticed that recently.
Yes, that's a hot topic.
What now?
And
I'm missing this.
Up on the side of the mountain where
Vulcan, you know, the side of the mountain.
they've cut away from it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it looks like they've done a decent job of planting
Yes.
grass, and
Yes.
I don't know if
They're not-
planting
Dust.
trees or not.
They've got to put a tarp over the.
Exactly. That's where the hot topic is, and
Okay.
the particulates are getting in the air and stuff like that. To your question, a citizen came to the city council this week, actually.
Yeah, yeah. I saw some
her and her
posts
husband or whatever, and they brought up the issue, Steve. So they're like, you know, this is concerning. You got a covered truck, a tarp ordinance, so let's enforce it. So yes, I think it's a combination of your citizens speaking up, like the corn, whether it be corn or particulates.
I mean, I don't want to get anybody in trouble or anything.
We need a
I just-
T-shirt.
The councilman.
Now we're gonna have a protest against corn in this
I just
Councilman,
thought, you know,
council ladies.
does that affect property values? I
The
mean, you know
corn
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because if
Oh,
they're their
it-
neighbors,
yeah.
it,
I mean,
it could.
it's legit.
I don't know.
It's legit.
I spoke with a citizen. This has nothing to do with politics, but it kind of does. That knows a neighbor across the street from them who has several, like dozens of exotic pets.
Mm-hmm.
Dozens.
Wow.
Snakes.
Kangaroos.
Monkeys.
You know, there's a kangaroo in Alabama.
No.
That's down there.
Hopping down
That's in Tuskegee.
Yeah,
isn't it?
not here. But anyway, it's just like exotic.
They have monkeys.
Yes.
Is that not against the law?
I don't know. And I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble because I'm not saying any names, but I'm just telling you that you live across the street from snakes or monkeys. Or
let me know where that's at. I'm going to run.
Well, that's why we have 22 rifles.
Yeah. But to your point, I mean, we're trying to live in this thing together, and we want freedom, and we want liberty, and we're gun toting and all that kind of stuff. But at some point you go, okay, can you do corn in the front yard?
Yeah. So to answer that, I think it's a twofold thing. The citizens bring it to the attention of the council, whoever that is, that next council, and the council people working together and coming to agreements on we need to enforce these. These ordinances, these laws.
All right, we're going to play Off the Spine. Have you ever heard Off the Spine? Have you seen us do this show enough to know?
I have.
Okay, so here we go. I got Off the Spine for the Todd Simpson version.
Okay.
So for those of you who have not watched or listened to the show, first off, shame on you. Secondly, this game is simply
what they're missing in their lives.
I know. Your life should wrap around this show. And so this is, I had to kind of think about, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we're going to see. Okay. So I'm going to say something. It's a word or a phrase or a sentence, and then you're going to just give me your first thought. It can be one word. It can be a multiple words. It can be something like that. And so you just kind of off the spine, what comes to your mind when you hear these phrases? You ready?
Yes.
All right, here's number one. Hippie hole.
Swimming.
That's right. Pearl Jam.
Out there.
Toothpaste.
You weren't a Pearl Jam fan?
I wasn't.
Okay.
I was more.
Did you like Pearl Jam?
I did listen to Pearl Jam.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back when playing basketball, I listened to a lot of Metallica.
There you
and
go.
That will surprise some people because my faith and all that. But yeah, I listened to a lot because it seems
I still listen to some
calmed
Metallica.
me down before a ball game.
That's funny.
So we had our little. Oh yeah, and it's weird because you wouldn't think that's Todd, but we had our little, what were those, Walkmans or something?
Yeah,
the little things, and you could plug. Yeah, so that's
funny.
We listened to "Don't Fear the Reaper" before a ball game.
Yeah,
I know it's 70s.
All right, here we go. Let's see. CAC play.
Oh gosh, love.
Yeah,
for the kids.
Yeah,
and I love being a part of those plays. Amber is great.
How long have you done that?
So I've not done too many of them. I've just been around. I've been going for 20-something years, but love being a part of it. Love working with Amber and the staff, and it's just, those are great. Yeah. I love acting. So that's another thing. The quiet guy in high school.
What happened?
I saved all that
what
energy.
No.
Do you got any? Have you ever studied yourself to go, why? Where was this guy?
Amy's tried to study myself and Todd, and she just scratches her head.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I can't understand Todd.
No, I have a middle child that's exactly the same way, very quiet, but you get to know him, and he's hysterical, and on the stage he comes alive.
Yes.
So I totally can see that.
I love one of the.
So is that an introvert or is that an extrovert?
Johnny Carson was shy.
Do what?
Johnny Carson was shy outside of his show.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I heard like Robin Williams was kind of that way outside of the.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, you're really good.
That's hard to believe.
Well, you're probably, there's 20 folks in that show usually. You're top tier.
Oh, appreciate
wow.
that.
Wow. Okay, now I got to come see.
I enjoy.
And you called me out one time. Do you remember that?
I did. I love doing that in the crowd. Because it's kind of like, I said I was nervous today, but it's like you get behind a mic or the handheld, the lapel, whatever. I get comfortable. I just love.
Yeah, that's similar.
And my favorite plays are the ones where I'm multiple characters.
Yeah.
So I did one where I was like the garage dude. I come out like I was stoned in one, and then ended up being into a professional whatever. So in that same place, I love that stuff.
That's funny. Okay, let's see. Boom days.
Boom days. Thankful.
Okay.
I think is the word. Thankful that our city hosts that and allows that as a big event. So
okay. The Simpsons.
Oh gosh. Bart.
Did that ever play into your growing up years?
It did. It did. I watched The Simpsons. I love the show, and then I think half of my life I've been referred to as Bart or somebody like that. Homer. Now it's transitioning to Homer.
Yeah, that's me. I'm a Homer.
Just don't call Amy Marge. Just don't do that.
Yeah, that's bad news.
That's Beehive.
That's bad news. Okay, Alex McPherson.
Oh man, love him. Yeah. Love our son-in-law. He's been so good to Hannah, my daughter, and just thankful for where God's brought them. They have been through a lot.
Yeah.
I know you said one word, but
I know. Well,
this
that's okay.
and this one I just want to share because they've been through a lot in the last year, and I'm thankful for where God has brought them. He's kicking now at Auburn, and I'm just thankful for that. We actually moved them in last Tuesday. So.
Okay. I really want to ask where they are, but that's okay because I've lived down there for 20 years.
Yeah.
But, one of the things I noticed about him is his demeanor didn't seem to change at all.
No.
And, I mean, it was dark. It was dark for several months.
Yes.
And his demeanor. We need to get Amber on the show, too, by the way.
Yes.
Because I had some conversations with her, and she just kind of break down a little bit. Because Mama's heart was broken. But his demeanor was just fantastic. And I know it was his faith, and I'm sure your daughter being by his side was a big component of that, but it's a really cool story. So,
Hey, we got to go to
we got to
break.
go
We are running
I'm
late.
sorry. Okay. All right, we got one more segment with Todd Simpson. Right after this, we'll be right back with more Lunch with Bryan and Steve.
Stop treating your home like a storage bin. Make room for living with Wilson Storage. No matter the need or budget, Wilson Storage has the solution for you. They have gated standard units and climate control units. They have security cameras, alarms on every door, and 24-hour access. You can even rent or pay your bill online. Just go to wilsonstorage.com or call 256-845-1530. Wilson Storage is family owned and been serving our community since 1988. Wilson Storage in Fort Payne.
This is Judge Andrew Hairston, and you're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve on WZOB.
Hello, this is Mike Shirey with the Fort Payne Improvement Authority. Spring is an exciting time of warmer weather and new growth, but it's also a dangerous time. We all remember the tragic storms of April 2011 and lives lost and the scars that remain. We are reminded of the season and how the storms can impact our lives. We would like to take this opportunity to encourage everyone to stay safe and have a safety plan when the storms come. Always remember to stay away from any down power lines or anything contacting those lines. Never try to move a power line and do not drive over a down power line. If your vehicle is in contact with a power line, stay in the vehicle until help arrives. Stay alert and stay safe from your friends at Fort Payne Improvement Authority.
We're back, Lunch with Bryan and Steve, in studio, episode 20, WZOB, 100.9 FM, 1250 AM. We are live today with Todd Simpson, candidate for City Council, local businessman, and we're here talking with him, kind of shooting the bull. Steve, you had a couple of questions you wanted to...
These are notes. I know you've never seen these before.
I got notes. I got one word for our off the spine game.
Okay,
so.
there you go.
Okay.
Okay. I've asked all the candidates this, so I don't want you to feel left out.
Sure.
Should candidates... Now, this happened... They used to do this. Should candidates declare Republican or Democrat, as back in the day?
Should they? I'm okay with that. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm Republican. You know, I'm a conservative guy. Follow and back the.
Stay in your seat.
That's so beautiful.
So I follow the principles and the things that they stand for. So that's where I stand.
But you don't. When you register, you don't have to say anything. Then,
No, you don't.
You know, so it's
You
all
don't.
just open primary.
Right.
Okay.
And
Open
it used to be like in the District 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, or I don't think they said district, but they had it divided up into how you'd represent.
Yeah.
I guess some of how Rainsville might do it, or some of the
I wonder how they do that. Like
Well, and
They run for seats, you mean?
yeah, well,
the
it's
places.
places.
I was
Yeah.
calling it district, but I think it's place.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, and I look at candidates also. It's not just I'm not just a straight ticket guy. You know, I'm going to look
Yeah.
at candidates. Years ago, I had a second cousin in Fort Payne who ran for DeKalb County Sheriff. He's on the Democratic side.
Yeah.
So I voted for him.
Yeah.
You know, family, but you know, I believed in
Yeah.
what he stood for. So I'm
Yeah.
going to look at all angles.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Hit him with it.
Okay.
Theater. I'm sorry, just kidding.
Well, we can go in half on the theater.
All right.
Not half.
There you go.
You do $22 million, and I'll do $1.75.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in, Steve.
Should councilman Do you think councilmen should be on the city boards?
I do not. I believe that we should be independent of that. If I'm elected, I'm representing our city on the council, and I believe elected boards. We've got too many good citizens in this city that can serve on boards who have different talents and abilities. And myself, if elected, I will not serve on a board such as that, especially a paying board. Now, if it's something like
advisory,
like CAC board or something.
Do you think there's a compromise there or something? I don't know. I'm not.
Compromise?
Let's put it this way. What's the argument for it?
Yeah.
I've heard an argument for it, and I've heard this in a council meeting that by a current council person that they need to have representation on boards so that they'll know what's going on within that entity.
Okay.
Well, I don't follow that because, like I said, you go back to there's citizens, very talented citizens in this city, and we've got so many. They can serve on those boards. The council can still be abreast of what that board is doing.
Yeah.
We can even maybe sit in on it or something, or occasionally.
Like a liaison.
A liaison.
Well,
yeah. That's a perfect word.
So am I understanding this right, that it's the council who's appointing these members?
Yes.
And then they're appointing themselves as members.
Yes, and I don't like that, especially on a paid board.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to give yourself another paycheck?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So you're giving yourself another paycheck. I'm not in this for the money. Most of my property.
You better not be.
Most of my property, and I think this works out well, is outside of Fort Payne City. So I'm not running for city council, and I'm going to look at the camera and let you know I'm not in this for a personal agenda. I'm here to run for city council to try and make an attempt to help our city.
So let me ask you, did you have another one? You were on fire. You're on
I
fire.
was going to do a trivia
Go
question.
ahead, do your trivia questions.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do your trivia
Go
questions.
back to yesteryear. But with me,
and he knows you played basketball, but that doesn't matter because he's going to ask a football question.
Okay.
I'm aware of your basketball record.
He can't help it. He just
4 wins.
Laid the foundation for greatness.
That's right.
99, 2002.
That's right.
And the one afterward. Okay, I don't know why I'm looking at notes for this. I think I can piece this together. So you graduated in 1994, so the senior football season is 93. Correct. Mm-hmm. Check my math teacher. What was
a complicated one.
It is. What was Fort Payne's record in 1993?
In 1993, 6-6.
Yes, but they made second round of the playoffs.
Second round of playoffs
because you peaked at the right time.
Yes, right. We did.
They beat Boaz like a drum, and then they lost to Winona. They should never have lost that game. Lost
squeaked
6-3.
into the playoffs, but really, like you said, Steve.
Are you sure just the second round? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
would
have been
positive?
10.
Yes.
You think it was more?
Well, we did a trivia question with the baseball, and it was like the third round, like the final 8.
That was baseball.
Oh, that's baseball.
Yeah,
that's why
Clint
I'm getting
was on
confused.
That team.
Okay,
My
you're right.
brother,
Never mind.
Hit some kind of game winning.
Wrong sport, Holly.
That's that little white ball.
But there was hey, we had a good football team
I remember
that year
the game.
too.
Do you remember, Steve, the game? And I guess it was our senior year. Chris Elmore intercepted 2 passes in the same game.
So
I still remember that.
Now Ronnie
Chris Elmore intercepted. What was he doing playing defense? Well, I thought he was the quarterback.
Well, okay, all right, good. That's good. Okay.
Ronnie Crabtree said that was the best secondary he ever coached.
Really?
Yes,
I can see it.
I thought Holly was like, Chris Elmore, he could intercept the ball.
Like he was the quarterback.
I know, I got you.
Some people played both ways.
I had no idea.
The way you asked it is kind of funny.
His dad benched him, and they put him at DB.
That's good.
He tells that story. Actually, he told that story on the air.
I must have been.
I could tell he's almost over it.
I know.
Almost.
It's only been 31 years.
Yeah,
it's good.
That's why I had to put a curtain up there. He put his fist through the wall after that.
All right, I got a question. We still got time. So I was having a conversation with someone today, actually, about when you get in a position like this, and it works for all kinds of things similar to this. But you get in a position, and somebody's here. There's our music.
Yeah.
How do you personally temper the natural human desire to take a position like a city council person and want to maybe on the edges leverage it for your own benefit. I mean, I think that's a normal human response is, hey, you know what? I can do this. Nobody will know. It's not costing anybody anything. It's not. How do you personally manage that as you're thinking through if I'm in this position and people have been accused of using their power for their own advantage and things like that. How do you think through, well, if I get in that scenario, here's how I'm going to think about it and not give in to that kind of temptation?
That's a great question, and I kind of answered a little bit of it earlier in that I'm thankful that my property business, I started in 2001.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that it had organically was, we're in 7 counties.
Yeah.
And primarily a lot of it is in Marshall County. So, and then other counties like Jackson and other that, Etowah and Cherokee. So I'm thankful for that. But I believe had it been all in Fort Payne City, I think to me that would have been a conflict.
Okay.
Had I had that much business going on within the city and run for city council, even if I went in with the idea is I'm going to keep these separated, kind of like your church and state, keep the separation, I would have felt like too many people would look at that because you're under a microscope.
Yeah.
We've said
Would that have caused you to not run?
Probably.
Okay.
Could have been a strong factor in me not running, but since that organically was basically developed outside of here, I feel like that's an advantage for myself because people can't look at me and say, oh, he's looking to expand his business in Fort Payne or take advantage of this position to grow his business in Fort Payne. That's not me because God bless that business outside of here mostly.
Yeah.
So
okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
So I'm good. What else you got, Steve?
So he's a good boy.
He's a good old boy.
What's in your business? What's your favorite part, and what do you like least about it?
Oh, that's good. So my favorite part is managing property. As far as I love the acquisition.
Now you said 7 counties.
7 counties.
Is it all North Alabama or into?
It's all Northeast Alabama.
Yeah, so it's not into Northwest Georgia. Or...
No. We've got one place in Tuscaloosa because Micah went to school at Alabama. Roll Tide. But I did.
Just got you a bunch of votes there.
We are a house divided.
Lost some, I feel.
We are a house divided.
I couldn't have a house divided.
Is Amy Auburn?
No.
You talking about Alex?
Alex. And so Hannah. And
you didn't cross over?
Do what?
You didn't cross over?
I didn't cross over, Holly. So
are you going to wear an Alabama shirt to Auburn games?
You know what I wear, and I ordered this online. It's a navy blue T-shirt, and it's got the huge McPherson on the back with the big 38 and 38 on the front, and it's got just a little bit of Auburn because you got to have the trademark.
That's it.
But it's not blasted. It's just a little bitty Auburn.
A little bitty one.
There you go.
Okay.
That works.
Okay.
I like that.
If Jesus told me to wear an Auburn shirt, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, good Lord. Well, hey, this has been fun. I hope you've enjoyed your time with us.
I have. I was nervous coming in, but then you guys just make this so fun.
We're so unprofessional.
The minute you walk in the door of that bar.
No.
I really do. There is something true to that you walk in here and go, wait a minute. This is what this show is?
I don't have to be nervous. What am I nervous for?
And it helps having familiar faces like Holly went to school with, and Brian drive a bus with. Cindy, Amy knows Cindy very well, and I've known her in different places.
When Nathaniel's little entourage came here, they after about 5 minutes they went, "Oh God, this is nothing." What security? We're worried what they're going to say, but they don't know what they're saying.
Well, I was nervous. This is my first radio, interview.
Yeah.
You can see where I was.
It's a low bar. We just try to.
A lot of people on Facebook, we get the insomniacs, like from 10 to 12.
The views show up. I can't go to sleep. Let me watch this radio show. It'll put me right to bed.
Yes. Wow.
I can't make it 5 minutes through this.
I know it. Well, it is fun. Thanks, and good luck to you. We have kind of made it clear that we're not taking any position.
Sure.
We want people
to
be informed and just to get to know everybody and have a good time. And so thanks for coming on. You did a great job sharing your story and everything else. You did exactly what we needed.
Well, I appreciate it. And it doesn't mean I can't leave my cards, right?
That's true.
That's
true.
All over the office.
That's right. Yeah, and Holly will sell you some ads.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I'll just put them out. Kind of like a bird trail,
That's
you
it.
leave cards everywhere.
All right, thanks, Todd Simpson, for coming in. We're going to be right back. I think, is Greg here?
He is
He's
here.
here. Greg Fowler's going to be on the episode.
I like your color coordination.
Yeah, sure you do. Okay, we'll be right back with more Lunch with Bryan and Steve right after this.
When you need to give something special, visit Tracy's in North Fort Payne. Beautiful floral arrangements, fresh or silk, stylish jewelry, scented candles and pampering products, cuddly stuffed animals, balloons, and candy. Tracy can help you put together the perfect gift and gourmet basket. Potted plants or hanging baskets with fresh spring flowers. At Tracy's, you're sure to find that unique gift that shows just how much you care. Tracy's is located at 2103 Galt Avenue in North Fort Payne. Open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to noon. For every occasion, visit Tracy's full-service florist, personalized printing, and gifts. DeKalb Fix-It Appliance Warehouse is a mouthful, so Terry and Bobby have decided to drop the fix-it and focus on giving you the best prices on new appliances. Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, Amana, LG, Samsung, GE, and more. Up to 75% off retail price on new scratched and dent appliances. And as your Electrolux and Frigidaire dealer, DeKalb Appliance Warehouse is passing on more savings to you with even more new in-box selections. Need a refrigerator? Come in today and shop our overstocked warehouse. You will not get a better deal anywhere. We guarantee to match or beat any price. In-house service available to all as well. Used appliances will now be available at our previous location on Godfrey Avenue, along with the same computer sales and repairs our customers have come to enjoy. The DeKalb Appliance Warehouse is open weekdays 9 to 5, Wednesdays and Saturdays 9 to 2, located on Airport Road in Fort Payne.
This is Paul Crawford from The Locals, and you're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve on WZOB.
Stop treating your home like a storage bin. Make room for living with Wilson Storage. No matter the need or budget, Wilson Storage has the solution for you. They have gated standard units and climate control units. They have security cameras, alarms on every door, and 24-hour access. You can even rent or pay your bill online. Just go to wilsonstorage.com or call 256-845-1530. Wilson Storage is family owned and been serving our community since 1988. Wilson Storage in Fort Payne.
Okay, guys, we're coming back. I know I'm live. I'm hot. Oh, here we go. All right. Not hot, good looking hot, just hot on the microphone. Lunch with Bryan and Steve, 100.9 FM, 1250 AM WZOB. We're glad to be back. Thanks for Todd Simpson joining us for the last hour. That was a lot of fun, Steve. What did you think?
Oh, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
He's a really nice guy. This segment is sponsored by First Fidelity Bank. First Fidelity Bank is one of our full sponsors, segment sponsors. We want to thank Steve.
Wilson Storage.
Or Wilson Storage.
Who knows? Uncle Randy needs some shout out, too.
First Fidelity Bank, Steve Eberhardt and the ladies down there, so thankful. They've got locations in Fort Payne, Rainsville, and Ider. Go with all your banking needs. First Fidelity Bank, downtown Fort Payne, Rainsville, and Ider. So glad to have in studio again. This is like your third time on the show.
It is, yeah.
No, fourth if you count.
I think it's.
We might have to change the name. Lunch with Bryan, Steve, and Greg.
We're going to have to order another sign.
Well, I just came to eat lunch.
That would give credibility.
Good reminder. Thank you to Todd Simpson. He did bring food. So he did bring Lunch with Bryan and Steve.
It looked like it was a spinach tortilla wrap.
Yeah, it was
stuff.
really good. I had
really
one
good.
of those too. So
I don't know. I got to hunt that down here in a little bit.
Yeah, there's some over there.
I don't see any crumbs.
That's why I can't eat while this is going on.
Well, Greg, so what's happening? You got finished with June Jam and
not the Jam.
Well, I mean the Appreciation Week.
Yeah, Fan Appreciation Weekend, and it was tremendously successful. I mean, all the events were sold out.
Yeah,
and it was fantastic. Really, it had all these fans from all over in town, as well as our local fans, Alabama fans, and it was just a great an absolutely great weekend.
Yeah, where did you meet? What's somebody you met furthest away, or somebody that's like, I came here from?
Oh, they from all over.
Yeah.
I mean, we have people that are visiting from other countries that come by because they're fans of Alabama and so forth. But just from all over. I mean, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, many of the same areas that our June Jam fans come from.
Did anything happen that you thought, man, that's really cool? You got all the plans, kind of what everything's going to do, but usually something maybe organically comes up that you're like, man, that was really cool that this happened, or anything that you could think of that was really...
I can surely tell you something I thought was fantastic was on our Songwriter Showcase nights, for the first time ever, not only was Randy and Teddy in attendance, but the entire Alabama band was on stage with them and the songwriters, and we've never done that before.
Wow.
So the writers were actually being backed on many of their songs by the group Alabama, and
I bet that was cool for them.
It was. In fact, when one of the writers may be performing with the band, backing them up, the other writers would just turn around and just stare at the band. I mean, it was like, and they all said it. They said, "Man, this is amazing! I can't believe that we've got the Alabama band, the whole Alabama band here, that's backing us up on our songs."
I was driving down 59 from the north end to the south end, and you see the sign on the side of the road, and I don't know, every now and then I'll go, "Yeah, that's pretty cool."
Yeah,
like I grew up in the hometown of. And people drive. I'm sure that people driving from Virginia to Baton Rouge, come down 59 and look, go, huh?
That's where they're from.
That's where they're from.
And most normally in the left lane. And I think you know what I'm talking about out there. But they're working on it.
Yeah.
They're working on it.
Yeah, we're trying to get the interstate fixed.
Just don't drive with an open cup of coffee.
Well, they got a 13-mile stretch they've been working on since 1979.
What in the world is that? I mean, how is it just there?
I don't know.
We've never had that conversation. But
you might want to bring somebody on here that knows what they're talking about. 'Cause I sure don't.
That is an amazing stretch of interstate that is just atrocious.
Is that state?
No, that's federal.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We're getting off topic now.
Yeah,
But
anyway, by the way, is it too late
people
to run for something?
No.
It cost my hat in the ring.
I think we can grandfather you in.
Somebody I was driving down Godfrey over there, and somebody had Craig Kellett. I guess he had run sometime before and had a sign out in the yard. I'm like, wait a minute. Craig Kellett? What is he? No.
Did Craig run before? I didn't know that.
I don't know. I'm assuming he did because somebody had a sign, and surely they didn't print a sign up just for this, just to make fun of it or something. I don't know.
I've thought about taking one along the road, just flipping it over, and spraying my name on the backside, just sticking it out in front of my house. I'm running.
Are you in the city limit?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hey, buddy, I'm in.
Here's the announcement.
Here it is, folks. I'm going to announce my candidacy for something. I don't know. I hadn't figured it out yet.
Council or mayor? Just
no, Walmart. I'm going to start with a little different level.
Constable. You could do a constable.
Yeah, that
coroner. Do they elect coroners around here? Or are they appointed?
Coroner?
Yeah. You run for coroner?
No, I wouldn't want to do that.
Is that
no, I mean,
I think you run for constable. I'm not sure about
I don't know. Again, look at all these questions that are coming up here. You need to start getting some answers.
I know it, by golly. How's that interstate? When is that going to be done?
I don't know. I was on it yesterday, and they still got work to do.
That's rough.
But there's what they have done, I will say, is awesome.
It's very good.
I mean, I guess they're using concrete or something.
I may hit retirement about the time they're done. Steve.
Well, by then they're going to have to
start over. That's what it seems like to me.
Come to nursing home, tell me about it.
No, I think that is a valid point, though, that maybe somebody could answer, because I mean, we all travel these same
It's
roads.
Gadsden, or just north of Gadsden, all the way to Trenton. Well, not Trenton, but the Georgia line. It's
yeah.
And so I guess that is state.
Is there a song in that? Maybe.
Yeah.
Could you come up
from Gadsden to the
roll
Georgia
on,
line?
Wrong lane. Roll on, wrong lane.
Just roll.
Just roll. No, anyway, we had a great weekend, and the songwriters that came, fantastic. Neil Thrasher and Dave Gibson, Dave Turnbull, Philip White, Lenny LeBlanc and Bryce Long, and
Yeah.
they did a fantastic job. It was
I heard a lot of
sold
good things about it.
They,
Yeah.
they both shows were sold out, and having the band here and doing 2 nights, it was a real unique experience. I mean, we've done the songwriter events before, and we'll continue to do it, but we've
Yeah.
never done it at this level.
Yeah. What's next for you? What you got on the horizon? Is it
I don't
just
know.
Shirley's to-do list?
No, I'm. Yeah, of course. No, I'm just.
Was I not supposed to
idling.
say that?
That goes without saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's always going on. You know, we
Yeah.
have a lot of things happening in our area and our community, and also with our fan club operation, and just enjoying the days of summer, I guess, and kind of now that we've got the fan appreciation activities behind us, it's a little bit of a
See grandkids, do some stuff like
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, hanging out.
Is it vacation time, maybe?
Nah, man.
You do it. You got to go somewhere. You ever go back to Myrtle Beach?
Sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah, Shirley's parents all live in Florence, South Carolina.
Okay.
And, my brother lives there too, and it's 60 miles from the beach, so that's kind of a holding area for us. But
Yeah.
I do want to go back, and actually need to go back and say hello to some old friends of mine there that I was in radio with, and it's always good to go back and reconnect, you know, while we can, and do that. Yeah, it would be good to go back.
Yeah. You want to host a radio show over here? Come in here to
Sure.
ZOB. Holly,
Yeah.
hook you up in the.
That'll last a long time. How long's that FCC license good for?
And you can't cuss on. You can't cuss on the air, but that's.
You can. It's got to be on like XM Sirius. You know, you can't do it.
Yeah,
you
Joe
can't
Rogan.
do it.
Joe Rogan will cuss.
You can do it as a subscriber, not necessarily in the days, you know.
Yeah.
FCC world, but
Yeah.
no, it's all good. Everything's really good. I just wanted to come by and say thank you to not only the people who came from out of town, but also the locals who supported all the activities.
Man, it's so
Randy's
good.
event, and Lisa had her event out at the castle. The Singing with the Stars competition.
Yeah.
Teddy Gentry Singing with the Stars competition with the CAC, the Children's Advocacy Center. That was a massive success.
Yeah.
And, Amber could, address Amber
Yep.
McPherson could address that better certainly than I, but I didn't see an empty seat in the auditorium.
It's really good. Yeah.
And the kids were just fantastic, and Teddy through the Buffalo Nickel coin shop gives prizes to the 3.
Oh yeah, you had your
3
prizes
winners,
thing.
and then there was additional things given this year as well, and I'm sure they raised a goodly amount of money from that. And also, this is the first year that we've done any sort of sponsorship for our Songwriter Showcase event, and I want to say again thank you to the city of Fort Payne and everybody involved for use of the City Hall Auditorium, Sonia, the mayor, the city council, everybody. First State Bank, Randy Jones and Associates Insurance, Westmoreland Tire, First Fidelity Bank, DeKalb Regional Medical Center, Crier Signs, Builder Supply, Coca-Cola of Scottsboro, TJ Enterprises, Jefferson's. They provided all our food for us. You guys here at the radio station at ZOB, and also the Times Journal, DeKalb Living Magazine, and 98.3.
Yeah.
So, again, and they provided revenue for us. And not all of it was money. Some of it was like food product, like Jefferson's did. But it all adds up, man. And that was really beneficial for us to create more monies for the June Jam Foundation, which is where the money from the Songwriter Showcases goes to.
Yeah. What are your bigger places? I know Randy was real passionate about St. Jude back a long time ago.
He does that still, and he does that as privately or as a family as well. But we our donations from the Jam have been,
I see you.
all
I see you
over
on the
place.
newspaper a lot with checks and.
Yeah, and that's good because that's what it's for.
Yeah, yeah.
We've back certainly to the VFW Fairgrounds and the great job they do out there, and Eric and Mr. Stevens and Colt have given us.
We need to get Eric on the show, by the way,
You
Holly.
really do. They've given us pretty
Eric
much
Dudash.
free
We need to
reign.
get him
Oh,
on the show.
Dudash, yeah,
But
definitely.
just in area churches. It just depends on what the needs are and what the guys feel that it can be best served by making a donation.
They know they
food banks. We've done
They
that.
know they donated to our SOS
they?
ministry.
Yeah.
But our picture didn't make it in the paper. I don't understand.
Well, That's probably a good thing. You know,
that was just
I'm
too much
just
to
saying.
take. I guess.
Well, when I get elected,
There you go.
I'll
All right.
straighten up some things.
That's right. 2020, what is it, 2029? Mayor? You'll do mayor 2029.
Nah, I think I'm going to sit that one
No,
out.
you're going to sit that one out? Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm a little, I don't really want, you know, I'm one of these people that like to complain about things but really don't want to do anything.
At least you can admit it.
That got you 1,000 votes.
Oh, there's a couple jokes in there right now.
I'm sure I have some compadres out there.
All you need is a Facebook
man,
account.
That's my guy right there. I want him. I don't know who he is or what he does, but that's my man right there.
All right, we're going to take another commercial break. We're going to come back and wrap up this episode. Thanks for dropping by, Greg. We appreciate you.
You are very
and all
welcome.
that Alabama does for our community. We're going to be right back with more Lunch with Bryan and Steve right after this.
My Supply is my hometown hardware store. At My Supply, I never have to wander aimlessly around the store looking for what I need. I know that when I walk through the door, I'm going to be greeted by a person and helped right away. So whether you're looking for plumbing, electrical, hand or power tools, welding supplies, standard or metric fasteners, or anything else to help with your home projects and repairs, shop My Supply on Godfrey Avenue in Northeast Fort Payne. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. My Supply, your hometown hardware store.
Do you need to declutter? Wish you could free up some valuable space at work or home? Helium Mini Storage has climate control units available, and all their units are gated for maximum protection. You can also store your stuff at home with their Four Seasons or Max Steel storage buildings for sale. Just come by Helium Mini Storage on Galt Avenue in North Fort Payne. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. And while you're there, be sure to check out play sets for the kids. Store your stuff with Helium Mini Storage.
This is Trisha Dunn with the City of Fort Payne, and I love listening to WZOB and the Bryan and Steve Show.
Rawson Pools is eliminating every reason why you can't have your very own. No cash on hand? There's financing available at Rawson Pools. Ground too rocky? Rawson Pools is installing hybrid above-ground pools with 14-gauge steel panels, making it more durable and cost-effective than your average above-grounder. Check out their Facebook page to see what 30 years of pool installation experience can give you. Call 256-638-5904 to take the plunge. And always visit Rawson Pool and Supply Store in Rainsville for all your pool supply and accessory needs. Rawson Pools, the pool professionals.
All right, we're back. Last segment, Lunch with Bryan and Steve. Bryan Northcutt, Steve Chambers, episode 20. Holly Allen back there. I never introduced you, Holly. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm great.
Good to have you on the show again
Aw,
today.
thanks. So good to be here.
Now that we're wrapping it up.
She's been chiming in with her wit and wisdom.
That's true. That's true. Really enjoyed having Todd Simpson in studio. Just had Greg Fowler in. And
Who knew who had so much personality?
Todd?
Todd.
Yeah, I
He
know
was
it.
so quiet in school. It's true. I never heard a word out of
It's
him.
been 2 or 3 years ago.
It's been a while.
It's been about 30
I don't
years.
know if you realize, but we're getting further and further away
I
from
know.
that graduation day. So, anyway, so Steve, we have not done the rain gauge. Do you have a rain gauge total for us?
Yes.
Where are we in July?
We're in July, yes.
Okay,
So-
June. Have we already covered June? We've already covered
We
June.
did. That
What was the
was-
total on it? You remember?
Yeah, that was nearly double digits.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because of the big rain at the
Yeah.
beginning.
But
July, what are we
so
at?
far, 1.94 inches.
Ooh, that's low. Is that low?
Well, for July, of course, you get under one of those big thunderstorms, and then that changes in a hurry. But it averages over 5 inches in July because of the thunderstorms, but
Really?
it's sporadic.
Yeah.
And the heat index, right up to date, we're 88 degrees. Feels like 94 out there.
Ooh, I'm gonna tell you what. It's been warm this last week. It's ooh, and I can't deal with it like I used to. There was a day I remember I walked out yesterday going to go pick up somebody. I was going to the school for something, and I remember thinking, I used to practice in this. Like
Yeah.
at 2:30 to 3, we were getting out on the field,
Pads and
2 hours, 2.5 hours, and just wearing your body out. and just draining it of fluids and then trying to make up for it the next morning and going, I don't think I could get anywhere near that. I can just feel, just walking outside.
Do you have black practice jerseys?
Yes. Defense was black. Offense had white jerseys. So it was miserable.
We had gold.
You get one cup of water. How many, did you get any water? You didn't get water, did you?
Oh, well, the cheerleaders would come out, and they would, at one time they gave us grape Kool-Aid.
Oh gosh,
which was not a good idea.
No,
but and then you would see the Kool-Aid later, so they all went to water. That's back when they thought salt tablets was good.
I know, yeah.
But yes, you know you're thirsty when the cheerleaders out there in their little outfits, and you're just looking at the water. So, but I didn't know Martha then. So
they had the little. I think when I was coming from middle school to high school ball was when they transitioned to the water hose hooked into the PVC pipe that ran across two little sawhorses and just put holes in it and it would just flow out.
There used to be a creek went around the practice field all the way up.
Yeah.
Toward the soccer fields, and there would be cows in there, and we didn't care. We'd go drink the water going in.
Well, that's back in the day.
What about leather helmet getting wet?
Just stay upstream, right?
Yeah, stay upstream. That was a real good idea. You're not going to believe this either, but halftime of the ball games, Gatorade was just now being invented, maybe.
Yeah, that was mid-'70s, yeah.
But we had a Coca-Cola and a Snickers bar.
Really?
Halftime.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh,
wow.
That it hit the spot, but then about
good night. That would
late in the third quarter, it was hitting your spot again a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Well, a lot has changed since then. Not all for the better either.
Oh, man. We're so glad that you guys joined us this week for Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We've got some special things coming up. Just want to give some heads up on what we got next week. We've got Chad Williamson, another candidate for city council. Saw him and his wife walking through the neighborhood yesterday. Spoke to them. Excited to have them on next week. And then the following week is
that the 31st?
That's the 31st. We're gonna have to go back to old school Lunch with Bryan and Steve. Back to two guest Lunch with Bryan and Steve. Well, yeah, 3 guests Lunch with Bryan and Steve.
Coach Richard Camp.
Coach Camp, who is also running for city council, is going to be on, and Monk and Sammy.
Monk and Sammy.
Yes, you always light up when Monk and Sammy are mentioned.
I like Monk. I think he's a great guy.
So
I like working with him. I don't know Sammy very well. I've met Sammy once. We carry.
We don't like him. We're welcome.
Okay, let me just give a plug. We carry their scoreboard report. 9:30 after the ball game, after the Fort Payne game, we switch it over to Mountain Valley News.
Yep.
You know, Monk recently sold, but he's still going to be doing the scoreboard report and the pigskin preview. We also incorporate some of that into our DC Tailgate show that airs before the football game. So you're on your way to the game, flip us on, find out who's playing who, and
flip us on. Don't flip us off.
Don't flip us off. Always flip us on. And
Aren't
anyway,
they both running for city council?
I believe they
race?
are, but they're more interested in talking about football. I mean, Monk
got
says,
Steve,
we'll
Steve
talk about
there.
that. But
He's in.
Yeah. So, and they're big guys too. I think Sammy's
I'll take
a pretty
one
big
for the
guy.
team.
I bet Coach Camp will talk a little football too.
Hey, that's going to be right after the media days, too. Media days.
Oh yeah, the football media. I thought you were about to intro our
SEC Navy.
No, our media thing that we're doing.
No, the media days.
Do we want to
that's in
talk about that?
Rainsville.
Are we going to talk about that on the air?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The forum.
The forum. Oh no, I think we need to wait till we have more.
Okay.
It's more solidly.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Do you want to talk about it right now?
Organized.
We have a staff meeting right here on the air.
Here we are doing a staff meeting on the air, Ron.
Well, we have it more organized and know
Lord
what to
help
tell
us.
the people.
Y'all can figure it out.
That,
I'm sure somebody will be blasting about it.
It's kind of in between. It's the behind the scenes, show.
Yeah.
We do give a lot of behind the scenes.
Yeah, you almost gave something away that I'm.
Sorry.
We have a couple of special announcements coming over the next couple of weeks of Bryan and Steve, and excited about that. So we'll keep you informed. But we're going to take one more commercial break. Don't we take another commercial break before the top of the hour? That's what you normally do.
Yes, but not. Well, okay, sure. Let's go.
Is that what we do?
Yeah,
I thought that's how we handle that.
do that. We'll do that right now.
You said do. Okay. This is Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We'll be right back to close out this show.
FCA's calling right now.
Right after this. See you in a second.
So long. Cheers. Adios. Bye, Felicia. Don't let the door hit you.
More and more people are saying goodbye to pests with Safe Solutions Plus LLC. And it's no wonder with their top-notch customer service, quality products, and lower prices. And now with their new website, it's never been easier to manage your pest control service with Safe Solutions Plus. Just visit sspestandtermite.com to view your billing details, make payments online, and review past services. Family-owned and operated, Safe Solutions Plus is located at 934 Main Street West in Rainsville. Call 256-638-7378. Safe Solutions Plus, protecting homes and businesses one solution at a time.
Okay then. Bye.
This is Chris Sturra, the voice of the Fort Payne Wildcats. You're listening to Lunch with Bryan and Steve. I'd love to join them, but some of us have real jobs to get to.
Stop treating your home like a storage bin. Make room for living with Wilson Storage. No matter the need or budget, Wilson Storage has the solution for you. They have gated standard units and climate control units. They have security cameras, alarms on every door, and 24-hour access. You can even rent or pay your bill online. Just go to wilsonstorage.com or call 256-845-1530. Wilson Storage is family owned and been serving our community since 1988. Wilson Storage in Fort Payne.
Hey guys, we're back. Lunch with Bryan and Steve. Just to close this episode out, so thankful for Todd Simpson, Greg Fowler, and everybody else involved. Cindy, Tim, Holly, Steve. I'll thank myself too. Thank you. Why not? And the intern. Yeah, Eric. Eric's over there.
He makes our reels if you're enjoying those reels.
Yes.
Those 2-minute
There's a
little
lot of
reels.
views. A lot of for real reels.
Yeah.
So thankful for him. And I do want to thank Todd. He brought us sandwiches in there if y'all want to get some. I had one before we started the show.
So you recommend them?
I do recommend them. They're very good. I'm going to grab some on my way right now to go to the church, to go to Panama City Beach.
I got to go get a haircut.
I'll trade you straight up even. I may pay you to do the swab right now.
Don't take them to Club LaVille.
No. We do not. Hey, guys, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. So we're so thankful for you guys joining us on Lunch with Bryan and Steve. You know that we're believers. We're Christians. We believe that the reason that we're here is to serve our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and to make Him known. That's really what our priority is. We want Fort Payne to be the best version of itself. When we're dealing with all these city election things, just know that we're trying to be reasonable. We know that some of you don't like some candidates and some of you don't like other candidates, and we're going to have both of them on the air. There's not a person that we've talked with that I don't like. Some of them are my friends, and I'm not picking sides. I'm going to kind of hold my vote till Election Day, and when I get in there, I'm going to say who do I believe are the 5 best people for the council and the best mayor candidate. I like Pete and Bryan both.
We'd like to have all 15 council candidates and the 2 mayoral candidates. We'd like to have them all on this.
Yeah, we're working towards that. We're working towards all of that, and we're hearing from other ones and trying to get them on the air. We've got people in the hopper ready to come on Lunch with Bryan and Steve and have conversation with them. But we're not trying to inflame this thing.
Do me a favor and switch microphones real quick.
Switch mics.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll do that. Let me come.
Can you do that?
I think. Maybe. How about this?
Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. I don't know. Just there's a buzz.
You got
anyway. Sorry.
So I'll do this.
Sorry. Go ahead.
There you go.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Hey, Bryan, how are you doing? I'm doing really well, Bryan. How are you?
Crashed at 12:15 a.m.
Sorry. It's bothering me now.
Of the United States.
Okay, guys.
All right, sorry. Well, you're the one who distracted me.
Oh, never mind. I just found it. Okay. There we
She
go.
found the buzz.
I found the buzz, and now it's gone.
All right. Well, thanks. Can I start over or something? We are so stinking professional. golly, we have got this thing down. We want you guys to know Jesus Christ and Him. And the relationship that we have with Him. And I was talking about the mayor and the city council. Listen, really, in all honesty, there's some great people. I believe that, first off, God's sovereignty sits over top of this election. And he appoints and he sets in place those leaders, and we believe that. And so if Pete wins, I'm going to pull for Pete. If Bryan wins, I'm going to pull for Bryan.
We're just pulling for Fort Payne.
Yeah, and so we want the best for our city, and we're going to take each issue by issue, talk to the candidates, get their input, and then hopefully give you guys enough information that you can make an informed decision. And so we're not trying to. I hope you see that. I don't feel like we're trying to push or press any one particular candidate in a direction or try to.
I haven't decided.
Control. I haven't either.
We're just glad to have them on and state their case.
Yeah,
I'm more informed this time than I have
more
been.
Informed.
Yeah,
yeah.
So.
And I'm thankful that our show has built enough of a following that people want. I mean, they're calling us. They want to be on the show.
Yeah.
And so that's
They say
nice.
I hate to, but I need to be on there.
I guess I got to go down there. I'm going to talk to those guys. But anyway, we appreciate you guys that are watching, giving us all those views. Thank you. We really do appreciate that, and are grateful for the opportunity that God's given us to speak to you each week. Steve, thank you for co-hosting the show with me. Thank you, Holly. I'm not signing off forever.
No.
It sounds like I'm.
We're in it for the long haul. We're going to work things out.
Holly changed the locks.
So anyway, thank you guys for joining us for Lunch with Bryan and Steve. We'll see you next week. Chad Williamson will be on the show, and we're grateful to you for listening or watching us. This is 1250 AM, 100.9 FM, WZOB. This is Lunch with Bryan and Steve, and we are out.